Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again to break down the biggest balance changes in Clash Royale history. If you look at it right now, it might be a little bit overwhelming right now. If you look at the screen, I'm sorry about that. It is going to be like that because they haven't done balance changes in like a millennium. So they decided to hit everything as soon as they could in January in a big fashion. So there's just going to be a lot of different things that I personally would not have expected to be nerfed. And also on top of that, they nerfed cards that, you know, were really, really bad for the game. So shout out to Clash Royale. They did a good thing this time. They don't always do a good job though with balance changes, but when they do, got to hand it to them. They did mess up a little bit, but we'll go over that later on. But obviously it's hard to get everything right. So the first thing that they changed is the Archer Queen ability cooldown. It is going to be changed from 15 seconds to 17 seconds. That means when you drop your Archer Queen ability on defense for 1 elixir and you shred everything, it's going to take slightly longer for you to get back to that next ability and get it off cooldown. So when the Archer Queen is defended, you pop the ability. Like maybe you play against a Lava Hound deck, you click the ability on defense. It walks up towards your opponent's side of the arena. Then you pop the ability again. It's going to be harder to get that second ability off to kill your opponent's Barbarians, Skeleton Dragons, Inferno Dragon, or whatever they have there. So that's going to be a really nice change and a good quality of life decision for Clash Royale. If they didn't do that, I mean, Royal Hogs, Earthquake is one of the strongest decks in the game. It's been around as one of the best. It's also kind of overbuffed. I don't know if you guys remember, but they overbuffed Archer Queen a little bit. It made its ability duration a little bit longer. So now they're making sure that you can't get 2 abilities off. So now she gets more value in that 1 ability, but she's not going to like be on the map for freaking forever. So good change. I think that, you know, it's the only deck that she's really been working in was Royal Hogs Earthquake. She is okay in Mega Knight decks and stuff like that, but for the most part, Goblinstein has just been superior. So the second change is going to be the cannon cart. The cannon cart's HP is going to be going down 8%. And then its HP is also going to get a slight bug fix as well. So then, I don't know, I guess they messed up the HP of the shield and then messed up the HP of something else. So overall, nerf, there's really no change overall. It's just, you know, they're making sure that it's standardized. And then there's an 8% nerf to the actual health of the card. So I think it'll probably got one shot by a P.E.K.K.A if I had to guess. Because before, you ended up having to get 2 shots from the P.E.K.K.A to kill a cannon cart, which was really impactful. So now cannon cart's going to be a little bit less reliable on defense. And it's also not going to get that last connection on offense when it like wiggles up to the tower, somehow locks on and screws over the opponent. That's a great change. I still think cannon cart might be a little bit OP, but that's just because it's just such a strong card. And they always go back and forth between buffing it and nerfing it, buffing it and nerfing it. Before it used to be like really fast. It would lock onto the tower and they're like, oh my gosh, this ruins the game. I'm like, yeah, it screwed up the game so badly. Like, why'd you guys do that? And then they're like, okay, we'll fix it. And then they fixed it and then it became trash. And now they're like nerfing it again. So hopefully they found that middle ground, but it's unlikely. One of those cards that generally stays bad or really good because Clash Royale just does not get the right balancing on it so far, at least in the history of the game. So this might be the first time. I really hope it is the first time, but I want to see cannon cart balanced, not overpowered. Okay. It's not fun to lose to. It's also been on all my decks because it's just so good against P.E.K.K.A. So the next thing is the Fisherman slowdown duration. That's interesting. So 2.5 to 1.5 seconds. I think what happens when the Fisherman attacks, it slightly slows down the card. I might be wrong. But like when it pulls things in, I think there is a slight slow on it. I'm going to take a look in game real quick and we'll see if that's actually accurate. Because not 100% sure. I wanted to see if there was any stat on that. We go to Fisherman here. It says hit speed, melee, targets ground. Doesn't really say much. So his ranged attack can pull enemies towards him. He pulls himself into buildings. He's also mastered the ancient art of fish slapping. It doesn't really say with that. Like there's no stat in the actual thing. So I assume like you guys will look at the giant right here. When the giant gets pulled, I'm pretty confident, like 80% confident, that there's like the giant becomes blue a little bit and then doesn't hit immediately. I might be wrong. I might just be entirely wrong. I'm not really sure what that means. You guys let me know what you guys think on that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the change is on that. So I didn't want to BS y'all on that. It just didn't make too much sense to me. But yeah, that was the main thing. All right, we're going to go back to here. All right. So, yeah, the Fisherman's slowdown duration is going to be 40 seconds less. So, obviously, that's a nerf in some capacity to it. So, probably going to be a little bit worse on defense. Also, the Doctor. Ooh. The Doctor is going to get a 19% health nerf. So, now it definitely died of Fireball plus Zap. So, that's really, really nice. Because before, it wasn't dying to Fireball plus Zap. And that's really super frustrating for everyone. If you were playing against the Doctor and then it would survive and you drop a Fireball on it and then it would pop an ability and then you're like, okay, well, now I had to drop 6 elixir and I still have to deal with the monster thing coming at me and you're up 1 elixir too. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, good decision for Clash Royale. I like that a lot. And holy heck, Ram Rider getting a very much deserved nerf. Before, they did the dumbest nerf ever. They looked at the Ram Rider and like, you know what? This thing's okay. We'll do a small nerf. And they changed its damage. Now they're changing its health points because the issue with the Ram Rider was not how much damage it did. It mattered if it was able to reach the tower or not. And the Ram Rider always reached the freaking tower. That 1 health Ram Rider hit was obnoxious, not good for the game, and they finally fixed it. Maybe. I think so. 4% nerf is really good. It's going to die a lot quicker. It's not going to get that last shot. Good job. So this bomber nerf actually was implemented in the game already by accident. They freaking nerfed bomber and everyone's like, why is bomber nerfed? And then they're like, oh, this was not supposed to be in the game yet. Sorry, guys. So if you're looking at the bomber, 1 attack cannot damage the enemy twice. You guys remember the double bounce? It used to attack the same thing twice. So the bomb would do double damage. The bomber got a huge nerf. Like, that is very impactful. The bomber evolution is not even close to as good as it was. I mean, if you're playing the 20-win challenge and everything, it's already in the game. It's been in the game. But yeah, the bomber is worse than it was before. So the mechanic of the decoy barrel will look different for about 1 second after deploy. Oh my gosh, that might be impactful enough for us to react to it and not overcommit our spells. Because if you're playing against Evolved Goblin Barrel log bait decks, and there's a Goblin Barrel on both sides, pretty much impossible for you to decipher which side they're going to have the real Goblin Barrel on until the last second, and then you're already taking damage. But if you can figure that out, then I think log bait's going to get a pretty big nerf. This is very bad for log bait. Because a lot of log bait decks rely heavily on the Evolved Goblin Barrel on both sides, dual lane pressure. I mean, that being said, there's still a situation where you can go in for Evolved Goblin Barrel and then have something tank and then use the other Evolved Goblin Barrel, like the real one, to do damage. If you have 2 at the same time, you just make sure that you're applying pressure with it instead of, you know, throwing them out willy-nilly. Because the deception mechanism probably won't work against good players anymore. If this is impactful. If it's not impactful, then whatever. But yeah, it is kind of cool. All right, next one. Evolved Ice Spirit. The Ice Blast count. 3-2. Oh my gosh. Yo. Wow. Okay, so they're just front loading the damage. So the damage happens earlier and it doesn't stun for near as long. Because it's the same thing as the Zap, where the Zap had too much area control. The Evolved Ice Spirit, obviously, was stupidly S tier. Like this card, if you played it with skeletons, you would just, you know, litter the map. Litter the freaking map. The skeletons, Ice Spirits, and it just was impossible for opponents to break through. Really bad for the game. Like, super bad. When you saw Evolved Ice Spirit and Evolved Skeletons and Cycle decks just defending whatever your opponents threw down. Like, it was the most bailout thing in the game. So, really, 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 really good nerf. I love you, Clash Royale, for this. I wasn't even thinking about this. This is completely off the radar. Gotta shout them out when they do something right. Great job here. I'm gonna flame them later on, so don't get your hopes up. But this was a great decision. Awesome change. All right, so the Evolved P.E.K.K.A, another really good change. I don't know if it's hit hard enough though. I think this is a rework. It might not be an entire nerf. So bear with me for a second, boys. Evolved P.E.K.K.A is still going to be broken, in my opinion, and Lucas's opinion, and pretty much everyone's opinion. So, essentially, on smaller hills, like things that are goblins or skeletons or something like that, it's not going to heal up as much. It's going to heal up 50%, half of what it regularly heals right now. Right now, it heals quite a bunch, 282 hit points. That's how much it heals. So, it's going to get changed to 142. So it's going to get slashed in half, basically. Very, very nice change. Well, it's not exactly half. That they didn't do the math right. That's, I mean, I guess essentially 50%, but yeah, it's not exactly 50% because yeah, it would be 141, right? So not, yeah, okay, guys, I flexed my kindergartner math skills. Oh my gosh, I should get banned from eternity after doing that. Being that actually, no, I'm not. I'm never going to do that again. I deserve to get nerfed. I deserve to be on the nerf hammer. Anyway, so the next thing that they did is the kill of regular things, like anything between 91 health to 1,989 health. It remains the same. So if it kills anything in that medium health point threshold, you get 282, exactly what you've been getting recently. Like for the last whatever, couple months, the 20-win challenge, you're going to still heal the same amount. Like if you kill a knight or whatever, I think probably a knight, right? Like let's just take a reference of how much health does a knight have. I think knight does end up having within that threshold. So the first threshold was like goblins and stuff like that. Where would a knight be? All right, we're taking a look real quick. So a knight at level 15. Okay, never mind. Knight would be in a high health point category. Probably Royal Ghost then. Yeah, Royal Ghost would be in the medium threshold category. And then Knight would actually be on the upper end with a higher HP. So if you kill a Knight, then you get double the amount of health that you would typically get. If you kill a Valkyrie, you get double the amount of health. You kill a P.E.K.K.A, a Goblin Giant, you get double the amount of health. If you kill something that's smaller, then you're not going to be getting that. Keep that in mind. I assume if you kill a Tesla or a building that has over 1,900 health and it's been decaying, you could actually get that double health too. So that's going to be pretty impactful for killing buildings, actually. Like that's a huge buff to evolve P.E.K.K.A when it kills buildings. So, especially since buildings will be lower HP. So this is probably better against P.E.K.K.A. Or sorry, Expo. Better against Expo. Better against most likely anything on defense where you're able to clear up the splash damage and like clean up like the bait cards so then the P.E.K.K.A locks onto things that are impactful. If your P.E.K.K.A is able to get onto like Knights, Valkyries, Teslas, then you're going to be winning games more often. Like this might actually be a buff to P.E.K.K.A if you take into account the extra buffs that are going to happen later on, where there's a whole bunch of cards that we're going to be talking about that have more splash damage. So if you pair them with a P.E.K.K.A, you kill bait cards, so then the P.E.K.K.A doesn't have to worry about the bait cards, and then you are going to overheal killing the higher health cards, which the P.E.K.K.A excels at anyway. You want your P.E.K.K.A to be targeting the higher health cards. I don't know. I think this could be like not enough of a nerf and might actually not be good for the game. Still, like they need to revert it. They need to nerf it a little bit harder. I think 50% nerf was not enough on the lower HP stuff. And I also think that, you know, medium to high health, it should just stay the same. And then that would be fine. I don't think you give it a 2x buff when it kills a higher health card. I think that's bad. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just need to reevaluate the numbers. But I think this is the P.E.K.K.A. If you guys still like P.E.K.K.A, don't worry. It's going to be an S tier card still. It's still going to be really, really good. All right, so the next one. This also didn't make sense to me because recruits, they're strong. They're actually quite good. But there is a reason why they're like kind of underperforming in the 20-win challenge in certain situations or underperforming in other attributes. Like and it's called the Evolved Electro Dragon, which isn't on this list, by the way. What the freak? That is so disgusting that they didn't nerf that. What are we doing here, Clash Royale? Fix your game, Supercell, as OJ would scream. But yeah, no, seriously, I'm looking at the Royal Recruits, and they give them a buff, a 4% health buff. And the same thing for the Evolved Recruits. The charge distance is going to take 0.5 tiles to ramp up a little bit further. So basically, if you guys didn't know, when a card charges, it doesn't necessarily matter how long it takes to travel. Like, sorry, how long it is in game seconds. So it's not like, oh, my prince is on the map for 2 seconds, it's going to charge. My Royal Recruits are on the map for 2 seconds, it's going to charge. It's how many tiles they travel, and that's how many tiles it takes for them to charge. So the Royal Recruit evolution, usually 1.5 tiles when it's evolved, and then it charges. Now it's going to be 2 tiles instead of 1.5. That's a pretty substantial nerf. That's really, really big. It's also going to get a slight charge damage buff. 3 hit point damage buff. I don't know what that's supposed to do. It's a 1% hit points buff. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe it's just I bet you it's a calculation error or something that's like standardized, that tournament standard, and then like ladder. I bet you that's what it is. Most likely it's probably a bug fix. Whenever it's a 1% or less than 1%, it's always a bug fix. Unless it's just weird, unless they're just like, ooh, this calculation just feels spicy. I don't really know. Harry Potter took out his wand and bopped the recruits and was like, 1% today. Or maybe they rolled a dice and they hit 1% out of 1 out of 6, you know, that might have just happened there. Anyway, that's kind of an interesting nerf buff. Makes me think that maybe regular recruits will be really good. And you could maybe put like Evolved Dark Goblin or like some other evolutions in your deck instead of Evolved Recruits. Genuinely, I don't think there's going to be a huge nerf to the card. In fact, I think that the health point buff might actually make the card better. So, is it rework? I think recruits probably overall are pretty good still. Don't fret, don't worry, they're chilling. All right, next thing, Evolved Skeletons. Thank goodness, guys. Great job, Clash Royale. You know what? I'm a fan of I was a fan of a different nerf or rework. I was a fan of a max amount of skeletons you could spawn. You guys might call me a party pooper, but I don't really like how it can spawn infinite amount of times. I would have it limited at 40 or 50, you know, like it can only spawn 40 or 50, so it can't just keep going for freaking forever. I would keep it at 4 and do that. Or 60 or like something so it just can't infinitely spawn, you know. Then it's done, you know. There's a timer. That'd be cool. But for them, they decided, hey, we're gonna, you know, reduce it to 3. So not as many evolved skeletons to start, which is good because then you can't split 2 and 2. It's gonna be 1 and 2. And that's still gonna be a split, but it's not gonna be near as impactful. That one last Larry that locks onto your tower and 3 crowns you. It happened to me in the 20-win challenge so many times on stream. So, you know, that Larry wouldn't screw me over anymore. So I kind of want to rewind time and place that or embed that nerf in the game, and I'd be a bit happier. Also, great change. 1 elixir cycle cards evolutions are too overpowered. You can just cycle to them like candy. They already give you value intrinsically. They allow you to get to the cards that you want, and also on top of that, great defensively. So yeah, that's a necessary change. Really good design from the team on that one. Baby Dragon. You know, you haven't seen Baby Dragon very often. It's typically Electro Dragon evolution everywhere. So like Baby Dragon, I don't know if I'd be so fast to buff these cards. The reason why I'm not a huge fan of buffing cards is when they eventually get their evolution, they will get buffed. And then the card will be buffed, and then it will be evolved. So Baby Dragon in a vacuum, it's not that good because Electro Dragon's S tier, right? But Electro Dragon was bad for everything. It was never used. And then got evolution, and then it's in every deck. So I'm just a little bit apprehensive because I'm like, you know, give your Baby Dragon the evolution buff first. Give it the evolution. I still think that like a 25% splash radius buff is insane. It's going to hit 1.5 tiles, and it's going to go from 1.2 to 1.5. That's huge. And that's good for Baby Dragon. I think it's going to be good in P.E.K.K.A decks with Ram Rider. I don't think that Ram Rider is going to fall off the face of the earth. I already told you guys I think P.E.K.K.A will still be very strong. And I think that that's good. Like, you know, hey, the Baby Dragon's going to be played there. It's also going to be played in maybe some Lava Hound decks. Could be in some Golem decks. I think definitely Golem decks. Typically, Golem decks are playing like Electro Dragon and just that. And, I mean, Golem's not really played that much right now, but a lot of times it's like Electro Dragon Goblinstein, and that's typically what you'll see. Yeah, I think that that's generally like a good decision for them. And I'm excited to see where it ends up. But you guys let me know what you think about Baby Dragon in the comment section. I'm interested to hear because it's a point where like I'm not scared of it now. I am scared of it when it gets evolved. And then the evolved one has 1.5 splash radius. And then it chains infinitely like evolved Electro Dragon. All right, anyway, the next thing is even bigger. It's the freaking witch. 50% tile buff splash radius. Oh my goodness. This thing is going to hit skeletons all the way around it. It's not going to have any way of getting countered by splash damage anymore, or bait cards anymore. It's crazy. The splash damage is going to have that maximum value. It's going to hit everything. So this is the biggest buff, undeniably, of the balance changes. And that's also why, you know, it's kind of sort of maybe in this the thumbnail today. So the witch is going to be a lot better. So you mid-ladder players can rejoice if you enjoy it. And it's going to be good with Giant Graveyard for sure. going to be fun to be able to use this on defense. I think that, you know, Witch is long overdue for an evolution. I would have evolved it by now. I think it's a popular card too, so surprised that they didn't do something for that this season, but they'll probably do it next October or something if I had to guess. I think they did bats this October, so, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But like they gotta do something. Or no, they didn't do bats October, did they? Nah, they definitely didn't. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, the Witch is a really, 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 really good contender to start playing because, I mean, it's going to be usable in a lot of different decks now where you have big cards like Giant Graveyard forcing out your opponent's arrows with the Graveyard Skeletons or the Witch Skeletons is going to be funny. The next card is going to be a huge buff as well. Whenever they buff the charge distance, whether it was the Prince, the Royal Recruits, or even like, I don't know, the Ram Rider, like those cards were so much better. I can't overstate how impactful a charge distance buff is. That means, like, again, it's going to be the opposite of what happens to the Recruits. The Recruits got nerfed with their charge distance. But I still think it's going to be fine because they buffed the health, so they're going to survive longer. But yeah, if there's just a strict buff to the charge distance, like the Dark Prince going from 3.5 tiles to 3, it's going to charge a lot quicker. So, you know, it's going to be more on par with the Prince. I want to say that that's exactly where the Prince is at. I feel like Clash Royale likes to standardize things. So that's what I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to tell you guys differently. I don't know. Doesn't really tell me here on the stats either. Doesn't really go that in depth on their page. But yeah, I mean, now it's going to charge quicker. It's going to be very annoying, especially with double Prince decks. Dark Prince just wasn't used. It was good when Drill was meta. So it popped into the game when Drill was super strong. Then they nerfed Goblin Drill. And Drill's still good. It's just not as good because Evolve Bomber got a nerf, Evolve Drill got a nerf, a lot of the fast cycle cards got a nerf. So Dark Prince just wasn't played as much because it wasn't necessarily necessary in the meta. And it's not going to do great into a meta where people can just drop a P.E.K.K.A and kill it, or an Electro Dragon and stun it, right? So, well, I got a buff. So the Psych clip from the Electro Giant, I guess it's not going to get pulled as far, maybe? I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that means. But we'll take a look at that when it's in the game. It says buff, so I assume like anything with sight and buff means that it probably doesn't get pulled as far. That's my guess. I'm not really sure. But, truth be told, Electro Giant will be better in the next meta, so we'll see what that is. Especially if P.E.K.K.A does get a nerf, but you see P.E.K.K.A over here getting 100% extra health points killing Electro Giants. I don't know if that's going to be good for E-Giant, honestly. Okay, so, huge issue with the Demolisher is it sucked. It was terrible. It went from one of the best cards in the game to one of the worst, to truly a fall from grace. And now its lifetime is going to be enhanced to 8 seconds, and it's going to survive a lot longer. It's going to potentially reach the tower, and yeah, it just never reached the tower before. It's going to, hopefully, if the Dagger Duchess isn't too overpowered, it will still reach the tower. It'll be played in a bunch of decks. I want to see this card again. I just think it's a really, really fun card to play. It's versatile, and it does splash damage, and it is like wall breakers. It's fun as heck. So yeah, I like that card. Next card is the Goblin Machine. So its damage is going to go up 57%, but it's going to fire a lot slower. So yeah, they needed a massive rework to this card because this thing was hot garbage. You couldn't play it in any deck. And when you did play it, like, I'm not even joking, you can activate King Tower with Fisherman with this thing. If you pull it into your tower, like near your tower, the rocket just like fires on the King Tower, and it's so frustrating. I was so angry when that happened to me. I didn't know that that was a thing, and I'll probably show that in a pro tip video coming up, but that was a cool one. Yeah, this card totally deserved a buff. It was the strongest card in the game by far for a solid 1 day. Then they nerfed it, and then they tried small buffs like 5 times in a row, and none of them worked. And they're like, screw it. Here's the kitty gloves coming off. And then they did this nuclear test. And hopefully it isn't radioactive. Hopefully it works out. I don't want it to be super toxic. I want it to be good. I want it to be super good. But this seems like a great change. Like making sure that it attacks a little bit slower, but it does a lot more damage. I'm more of a vibe with that. I think that the damage per second, as you guys can see, so the damage per second is a combination of its hit speed and how much damage it does. So overall, it's a buff by 17% damage per second. So it fires slower, but it does a lot more damage. and overall be doing 17% more damage over time. Kind of cool. I like that. I'm a huge fan. All right. Now we go to the Mighty Miner. It's going to have a damage increase time decreased to 2 seconds. That means it's going to be an 11% buff. It's going to ramp up faster. It's going to do more damage. It's going to reliably kill those tanks a lot quicker. Obviously, I don't really like playing Mighty Miner that much unless I have a building, because every time I play Mighty Miner, a lot of times I'll play against Electro Giant in previous metas, and then I'd have to use like Dark Goblin to kill it, and it's just like unreliable. Mighty Miner is really, really, really good in every situation where you're not playing against Electro Giant or Electro Dragon, because you need the proper support with it. And that's the thing, like, as more cards get added to Clash Royale, you're going to have these more matchup-based situations where you have the specific tank killer that doesn't work against the specific tank, right? So, like, overall, you know, back in the day where Mini P.E.K.K.A would kill every tank, Mini P.E.K.K.A does pretty great against certain ones, but it's going to get finessed by others, right? And then Mighty Miner, if, you know, there wasn't that Electro Giant in the game, it would be really good, you know, in every situation. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Mini P.E.K.K.A is not great against Goblin Giant Evo when it spawns goblins everywhere, right? It's just going to get distracted and destroyed. For instance, you much rather have something like an Inferno Dragon or an Inferno Tower or a building against the Goblin Giant, or a cannon card or something from a distance that the goblins can't get on top of. Or it's just like, those are the things that make a pretty big difference, where everything is different. Like, also against like Electro Giant, Mini P.E.K.K.A is freaking great. So it depends. So that's the one thing that I am a little bit scared of. When you add a lot of cards into the game, it's hard to balance everything properly, because there's so many different interactions and decks interact in different ways, and you're gonna have problems where power creep happens, where certain range cards are better than others. If there's so many 4-cost range cards, there's always going to be a better option. Like, if you nerf Archer Queen as the 5-cost, then maybe there's going to be another 5-cost, or like there's going to be another thing that everyone plays, because there's always like that. It's really hard to balance everything at once. But I think these balance changes have been really, really good so far on the ones that I've seen. Like, I don't disagree with many of them. If anything, I've just changed some of them slightly. I do not really like the Doctor, and I think that, I mean, actually, I do like the Doctor. I don't like the P.E.K.K.A. I think the P.E.K.K.A wasn't hit hard enough and the right way. And then also, I guess, like, I'll go through the other ones I dislike after, but great job with the cannon. The cannon evolution got more damage. It now does 10% health. I don't know if you guys know, but like, if you've played this card, it's literally garbage. It is the worst evolution in the game. Like, I think it goes like Electro Dragon at the top, Skeleton's Ice Spirit, and then pretty much all the other ones are like, you know, B, like Royal Recruits are pretty good, you know, there's other ones, and then it just goes down, and then there's C, like Royal Giant, Firecracker. I can go through all my evolutions. I'll probably make a tier list on it eventually after this balance change set. I want to kind of do that for you guys, maybe even monthly, and ask pro players and have like a tier list for you guys, so then you can, you know, really see where the meta's at, and then see what your decks that you want to run are. But yeah, I think Cannon card, like, literally, Cannon Evolution, I can't even say it correctly because it's that bad. It's just so forgettable. It is the worst evolution in the game, and it's not even close. There is not even a single evolution that is near as bad as this card. It is the most unplayable thing that it is laughable. And it only ever works when you're playing against Royal Recruits and you get lucky into Royal Recruits. That's it. That's it. I just haven't seen any other utilization. Even against like Elixir Golem, like I was trying to play against it. It worked a couple times when I was first starting off. But that's also like, I rewatched the video and I'm like, wait, it literally just like knocked things back a little bit. It kind of tickled everything. I was going to kill this anyway because I had like decent mechanics. I was using overpowered 1 elixir cards that cleaned everything up. It's like, I'd rather just have an evolved Ice Spirit, you know? So yeah, Cannon sucks. You shouldn't be playing it ever. Evolution. So like getting more damage is really, really nice. 10% damage buff is maybe not even enough. Like maybe they need more. But hey, I don't want them to overbuff it because I hate defensive metas where people are just spamming cheap cycle cards all the time. So yeah, good job there. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. 50% health buff. Groups and buildings only for no damage for towers. Okay, so basically, when this thing dies, it's going to do more damage. It used to completely straight up kill barbarians, and that was too much. But now, they're buffing it to do a lot more damage when it dies, so it's not as negligible, so it can kill things. Like if you kill the evolved wall breakers, guess what? your cards are going to get damaged. So it's going to do a lot better against buildings. It's going to do, like, if it's near the building, then it will still give you value, which is good. I think that's a good change. Maybe 50% is too much. Like, that's a freaking massive number. Hopefully it's not going to dominate the entire meta. So here's the worst buff that they've done. This one sucks. Terrible, terrible. F tier. Don't do this. Revert this. Bad job. This, you deserve to get bonked with the hammer, like the bonk hammer. You get bonked by the nerf hammer yourself. This is bad. You nerfed yourself, balanced team. So they decided to buff the Dagger Duchess, and this is the worst change. This is it. This should never have done. They should never do this. This thing was incredibly oppressive and ruined the game because you could not break through it. I'm not joking. You could counter a Hog Rider with a log. They would drop a Hog Rider. The log would roll through, knock the Hog Rider back as it's about to hit, and then you would kill it with the Dagger Duchess. 2 elixir log. And the log was nerfed so much. Its pushback is pitiful. And it still countered an entire Hog Rider. Why would you ever want to buff this thing again? Sure, it's the least played tower by far, but it's still usable and it's still good in some decks. If it's played in Sparky decks and it's played in Prince, overcommitting, like all offense, balls to the walls decks, that's fine. If it's played in Elixir Golem decks, and it's also played in log bait decks that are running fast cycle with, like, you know, literally spam, 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 wham, bam. Goblin Barrel, Dark Goblin, Princess, Cannon, Evolve Valkyrie. I'll show you guys that deck. Like, why would you over buff this again? Holy heck. These are massive buffs. I can't overstate that. 13% extra dagger in the arsenal, and the projectile speed is faster. So it shoots faster, and it also has more daggers. Now it's going to be annoying. This is bad. This is really, really bad for the game. All the pros that place tested this said it's bad. Every single person in the balanced team chat that's better than me is like, hey, Clash Royale, maybe don't overbuff the Dagger Duchess, because guess what? This was really bad for the game before, and I'm playing it right now, and it's not good for the game again. Please don't do this. I know you maybe want to make money on your tower skin that's legendary, but this is really, really bad. This is an F tier change. Really, really greedy or terrible decision. I don't know what it was. It's probably greedy because they likely want to make money off the legendary cards. They want everything to be like decent. This is F tier change. You should never rebuff it when it's already competitively viable. It is good in certain decks. If it's good in certain niche decks, you shouldn't overbuff it. It's like Goblin Giant and Sparky. You guys remember when they overbuffed Goblin Giant because it was only used in one deck, and they're like, the usage rate is so low. We're like, okay, yeah, no, it's good in this deck. Like let's not overbuff it. And then they buffed it, and then we're like, oh my god, this card's freaking unkillable. Great job. Like, it's just ruined the game. It ruined the game for an entire meta. This is gonna ruin the game for however long until they nerf it again. The game was not even like Clash Royale. It was defensive mode Royale where the towers just killed everything. And just take the example of like the Hog Rider. I'll actually post a video where I did my 7 pro tips and tricks. I did that like a month or 2 or 3 months ago, and you guys can see what the Dagger Duchess did. Yeah, just there's that one tip that's kind of irrelevant now, the log, but there's 6 other pro tips that you might not know. Check out the pinned comment for that, and they're really, really, really good. They're all relevant besides that log, and then the log one is just fun if you guys want to see how dumb the Dagger Duchess was. I have footage of it. I am one of the few that actually recorded one of those historic moments of ruining the game that it like published and was like, yeah, this is bad. Well, I was trying to get them to change it, and they just took forever. But yeah, that is kind of funny. Anyway, there's a lot of tips there in the pinned comment. Also, yeah, I think it's going to be really good in fast cycle decks that are spammy. So if you're running like a double Prince deck where you're going to be attacking your opponents at all points in time and your opponent can't afford more than 3 elixir, the Dagger Duchess will eliminate that 3 elixir easily. The 3 elixir will never get near your tower. So if your opponent gets more than 3 elixir, you're kind of screwed, and you're going to try to finish the game in single or double elixir with Dagger Duchess. A lot of times you're going to try to like do game ending damage there or get elixir advantages with the Dagger Duchess, eliminating 3 elixir and ignoring some stuff. If you're spamming on the other side and your opponent can only afford that 3 elixir push or like a 4 elixir Hog Rider previously, you could just defend with 2 elixir and be up 2 elixir and then kill them. It's really funny. Or just ignore it completely and then eat damage and then spend nothing. But yeah. The last thing is the rage duration damage for the Lumberjack. it's going to go down to 5.5 seconds, and the damage is going to be buffed 5%. I don't know why they would do that. I feel like, isn't the rage already in correlation to the actual rage? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they want to do that for standardizing. Lumberjack's kind of a bad card. It's like mid. It doesn't really get play in anything besides like Lumberjack Balloon. Not really in Golem decks. Not really in Ram Rider decks. There's just better options. Like you'd rather run Doctor Monster combination with more spam and spells. Like Lumberjacks isn't as good as placing a rage where you want at all points in time. Much rather going for an earlier Ram Rider and then spend 2 elixir with the rage where I want it instead of dropping the Lumberjack, hoping it dies faster, and then getting the rage from that. Maybe it gets distracted and pulled away and you're screwed. Also, Lumberjack can activate King Tower for the opponent, so it's just like, it's just kind of a mid card unless you're running Balloon, I would say. So yeah, those are the entire balance changes. The things that are missing the most are 2 things. So there are 3 bad things. Dagger Duchess, F tier change. There are 2 other F tier changes. Pancake Tower, the worst tower to ever get added to the game. Never, 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 never screw with my beautiful game like that ever again, Clash Royale. Don't add offensive towers that allow your opponent to defend and also like go all in, where they can have a level 18 or 17 card. If someone gets a level 17 card, that's historically bad for the game when you're playing at mid ladder and you've got like level 12 cards and your opponent has level 14 cards and you're feeling like you're fighting an uphill battle because they spent money and you didn't spend as much money, you lose. Bad feeling. This is really bad because now it's in real gameplay where people fully maxed out their accounts and now they're playing against level 17 cards with level 15 cards. It's just, yeah, whoever did that doesn't play the game, shouldn't be on the Clash Royale team, should never be allowed to design a card again, and that thing should get like removed, replaced, and like all of the resources get added back to us. So the fact that it's strong, it should be a gimmicky thing, maybe for memes or for videos or for something like, you know, people enjoy. It should never be like one of the best towers in the game right now, a top ladder where people are just spamming Goblin Giants and P.E.K.K.As and all. Like really bad and super hard to defend. So yeah, I mean, I hate it. Hopefully they change that. I don't think anyone enjoys playing against that unless you are the spammer that spams that stuff. If you spam that stuff and you enjoy it, like, hey, more power to you. It's not like I hate you. I just hate the person that created that. I really, really, that is disrespectful to the game to add something that changes the fundamental core components of like defending at an even playing field. It ruins the game. So really bad decision. Horrible game designer. You shouldn't be working at Supercell. Straight up, like terrible, 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 terrible. And the fact that it's not nerfed is like, I think they want to make money on it, most likely. You don't want to nerf cards that are immediate. Just straight real talk with you guys. I think that's terrible. The other thing is Evolve Electro Dragon, another really new card, super overpowered. The stun chains permanently, and if you don't have lightning or a dark goblin or a fly machine to remove it, like you have to like spam in the other side when they Electro Dragon, and then kill the Electro Dragon with a dark goblin or a fly machine, or you need to have spells to remove it. And if you don't have spells to remove it because you're like lightning on a goblin dying, or maybe you just don't have the right card cycle, you just lose. The freaking thing about it is Electro Dragon is the S tier evolution. It is the best card in the game right now. It actually can defeat an entire elixir golem push, rail hogs, anything. It just snaps it all. It Thanos snaps it to oblivion. And there's nothing you can do about it unless you have the proper cards to deal with it. And if you don't, you just automatically lose. So the fact that that wasn't nerfed is insane. And like every single person, all the pros, me, I had to isolate me outside of the pro category. It took me forever to get the 20 win. Feels bad, man. 1,000 games, imagine. Oh my gosh, trash, right? But hey, here it is. Everyone said, nerf the heck out of this. They did not respond to us. They didn't nerf it. I'm pissed. We're still telling them to nerf it. And we want it to be like a 2-cycle evolution. We don't want it to be like 1 cycle. If it's a 1-cycle evolution, it's just bad for the game, right? Like maybe nerf its damage, maybe nerf its amount of chains so it's not infinite, or like have a finite amount of chains, like maybe like 20, 30, 40 chains, right? With each attack. So it doesn't just go on forever. Or if you want to be that gimmicky, go on for forever, then make it 2 cycles at least, not 1 cycle for the best card of the game. Come on, Clash. What the heck, bro? Like so freaking dumb, man. It is the game altering pinnacle of like brokenness, and they didn't nerf it. So those are my 2 requests, and they're not going to be fulfilled because they're new cards. I think we're gonna have to wait another month. And yeah, I don't make excuses for them. I think that straight up, like if you don't nerf these 2 new cards, the common underlying theme is they're new. and you don't want to nerf something that you might make money on. That's I say it how it is. Anyway, Dagger Duchess shouldn't have been nerfed or shouldn't have been buffed. That's just like, you know, a misplay. But everything else in the balance changes is really, really good. So you guys let me know your assessment of it. I think if they just hit Electro Dragon, I would be happy. I don't even like the Dagger Duchess thing. It's annoying. And the pancake thing is annoying. But I think that the Electro Dragon thing is undeniably like unacceptable. If you've played the 20-win challenge or you've been playing the game at all, you either are playing the card or you're playing against it and building a deck to beat it. And when that's the case, that thing needs a nerf. So yeah, I'll be showing you guys what I think, how to counter evolve the Electro Dragon, and then upcoming meta, some decks that I think are really good, and also some decks with it. But yeah, that's the one thing that's going to be here, that's going to be dominating. So if you still like P.E.K.K.A, Ram Rider, Evolve the Electro Dragon, it's still going to be good. Goblinstein actually will still be good as well. You just have to be wary of your doctor dying a little bit more frequently. Anyway, yeah, let's go and take a look at some of the stuff. Dagger Duchess is going to be the biggest buff from like all of the things, but it's a tower troop, so I don't really want to put it in the thumbnail, which is going to be probably the most fun card. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know in the comment section what you agree on, what you disagree on. I love you guys, and I'm happy to hear it. Anyway, let's take one more look at one more thing, okay? So, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's something added to the arena. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on in Clash Royale. Just a slight mid bit of shenanigans. Maybe a little bit of craziness coming to the game. Just a slight bit. All right, so everyone's favorite card to love or hate is also getting added to the game. So brace yourselves for... Wait, is it not there? Hopefully it is. What the... All right, it's not showing up for me. All right, we're going to put it over here. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. It's because I had it in the wrong... When you have things in the wrong thing, they don't necessarily work. All right, cool. I had it on a different screen. All right, so this is the Dark Goblin evolution. It's pretty goated. I'm not going to fib. So basically, it does poison behind it. And you guys are about to witness, like, it damages the giant. And then it also damages cards behind it. So watch, it's going to hit the Electro Giant. And it does poison. So it stacks up. And it kills all the cards behind it. Obviously, not as overpowered as an Electro Dragon evolution, but man, this card is going to be good. I think it's going to be a really good card, and it's going to allow you to beat tank decks a bit more effectively. I think that you're going to maybe not even run buildings as often, and you might rely more heavily on this, especially against like Lava Hound decks. So I think Lava Hound decks are going to super struggle because, you know, Lava Hound Balloon behind that. Imagine with Goblin Curse and Dark Goblin. I think that's going to be the S tier card combination. Dark Goblin evolution doing the poison, and then Goblin Curse to clear up the units and turn them into goblins. Like, oh my gosh. Chef's kiss, bro. That is 100% going to be the thing. Let's take a quick look at what they say. So its cycles are 2. So the 2 cycles, the third one is evolved. The stats are the same. And it has toxic darts. And the poison areas last up to 4 seconds. So that's what's happening. And you can unlock with Clash Royale starting January 6th. I would definitely save your shards. This is going to be a very, very good card to unlock and upgrade. Conceptually, I don't think this is going to be that bad ever. I think this will always stay a strong card unless they completely gut it. And I don't think that Supercell is in the business of gutting new cards, as you guys have seen. So generally, you know, the P.E.K.K.A one stayed freaking relevant for forever. If the card concept is good, like the Electro Dragon or the Dark Goblin, it's going to be broken. It's going to be really, 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 really good. Like even the Firecracker and the Bomber evolution, they're still like, you know, at worst, C tier evolutions. I'd say the Bomber is more like an A tier right now, not S tier. I'd say Bomber is like A or B tier maybe. Firecracker is like a C tier. So even if your favorite evolution or your card gets gutted, it's going to be really good. So this Dark Goblin, like even when it gets logged, notice how the damage is continuously happening still, and it cleans everything up. So would really, really recommend you guys to save your shards, upgrade that if you can. Get ready for Dark Goblin coming season. It's not going to be pretty for a lot of people, is what I'm trying to say. You know, it ain't going to be easy out here for people to defend that shenanigans. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my breakdown on this stuff. We're gonna go over a few decks that I really liked. If you guys like this type of content, make sure to drop a like on the video. It goes a long way. I do this, guys, for free for y'all. And yeah, you know, it's just a supplementary thing that I do in addition to my videos where you guys can, you know, get an overwhelmingly, I don't know, thorough breakdown of the balance changes, the meta, and top decks that the best players in the world are using before, you know, the changes go live so you guys can practice these decks. And then, of course, as the changes go live, I'll be testing out new decks, name decks, more things, and we can all take a look at the game as it's implemented. So yeah, this will happen in about a week. So you have a whole bunch of time to prepare. So what I was saying before is like Goblin Barrel Evolution is going to get a nerf. Wall breakers are actually going to get a buff. So one thing you could do is you could do that or this. And then the Dark Goblin gets a buff, right? So that's going to be really, 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 really annoying. But typically this deck is played specifically with one thing in mind. And if you know, you know. It's Dagger Duchess, bro. Dagger Duchess is good right now. I'm literally going to go jump into some ladder games with a standard Dagger Duchess before it gets buffed. And you guys will see how dumb it is. I'm really surprised that they let that monster get a buff. I'll show you guys straight up. Like this deck is good already. It was already a great deck for the 20-win challenge. And it's going to get so much better. Let's go right into business and play a couple games. We'll be playing other decks as we jump on. We have 5 different decks today. So yeah, get into it. All right, so we can Princess to the bridge. If he drops anything into the Dagger Duchess, it just dies. Bar Barrel is really, really good for us. And that's awesome. I mean, we can go in for a Valkyrie at the bridge and then go Goblin Barrel. He might have Tornado, but the Valkyrie's going to tank for the Goblin Barrel if he doesn't have Tornado, and he probably loses the game. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. Even if he has NATO, that's a lot of elixir spent. So what I can do here is I can go Ice Spirit, then I can go Wall Breakers to kite this as much as I can. I think I like that a little bit more than anything else. Might not even need to. I just want to because I don't want the Ice Wizard to get raged up. Ice Wizard rage seems pretty spooky. All right, so we're going to go for this. You might go Bar Barrel again, or if the Electro Dragon's just going to die. We can wait for the Electro Dragon to... Wait, does the Electro Dragon actually straight up die? I'm unsure about that. I think it might. Yeah, it does. That's the power of the Dagger Duchess right now. Like, unironically, this is this is unfair. This is unfair. I am playing against a log bait deck right now, and he's getting rolled. This is not even close. Sorry, I'm a P.E.K.K.A deck right now, which is like probably one of the stronger decks in Clash. We're gonna go for Dark Goblin, and then we're gonna go Wall Breakers to pull back the P.E.K.K.A. And then we should be able to get a Goblin Gang down, and then not lose the game. I do think that the P.E.K.K.A is probably going to hurt me quite a bit, though. I should have done a cannon in the middle, maybe. Oops, I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm very bad. Mid gameplay alert. Mid gameplay alert. Yeah, if I cannoned in the middle or did something else, like if I hit the wall breaker timing a little bit better, we would have also been fine. Messed up quite a bit there. We're gonna Princess here as well, and then we're gonna try some other shenanigans. So the Princess is not gonna die the Ice Wizard for quite a while. It's gonna do a bunch of damage, and his Bar Barrel is out of cycle, I believe. What we can do is this. And then we can also go Wall Breakers here. We might take out most of the tower on the left. And that makes me quite happy. Alright, we're just going to go Dark Goblin here. We go for a high Goblin Gang. Oh my gosh, that was mid. Mid-gameplay alert. Mid-gameplay alert. Not the best cannon. It wasn't really that good. It's not going to do much for me. So I played pretty poorly in this game. He did end up having Tornado Bar Barrel, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think I could have played a lot better in one. Double Spell with Ice Wizard is pretty rough, but it'd be what it'd be. We're going to go Princess here again. Ice Spirit. I missed so many pulls that I fully deserve to lose this game, to be honest. I wish I didn't, but it is what it is. Unless we can do some other shenanigans here. Always a chance, you know? Yeah, Tornado Bar Barrel when you're down is really, really rough. It's okay. We'll just jump to the next one and flex the 20 wins on him because we know he doesn't have it. P.E.K.K.A is diabolical. Bro's getting cooked. Yeah, I did get cooked by a double small spell deck, bro. We'll go to the next one. Horrible decision for the Goblin Barrel. It wasn't bad Goblin Barrel. It was actually just bad defense. My mechanics kind of fell apart. We'll jump to the next one. Bait is super strong. Bait is really, really, really. So we'll just jump to the next one. You're spamming cards in the wrong way. Respectfully, dude, I mean, don't, like, blame me when I lose against a matchup that has that. I did not play perfectly, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Don't really like getting flamed when I had a tough matchup there, man. Didn't play well, for sure, but it's not easy. What's with the new buffs? The new buffs, I would say, like, you can go and revise, or you can rewatch and see all the changes. But the main ones to look at are definitely going to be, like, more so the Dagger Duchess and the lack of nerfs to certain cards. Right, so this should be a perfect wall breakers pull back. That's what we were looking for, and I didn't hit that on the P.E.K.K.A. If I kept one of the wall breakers alive a little bit longer, that would have been really, really nice. Alright, alright. Not disrespecting? Nah, it was pretty disrespectful, bro. Why is Evo Ice Spirit getting a nerf and skeletons can't even kill Lumberjack anymore, I think? Evo Skeleton... Well, Evo Skeletons could never, like, really completely finesse a lot of stuff, man. It would just... Oh, you know what? Evo Skeletons are going to be so much worse against recruits because you would have 4 of them and you could just drop them directly on the recruits. Now you can't do that anymore. Because there's going to be 3 recruits, and there's going to be 3 skeletons. The skeletons could just straight up die, which would be huge. I kind of messed that up, but it's fine. So one of the better things about this deck is the fact that you can just Evo Goblin Barrel into Cannoneer, which is pretty strong, right? Alright, we're going to do this. Then we're going to Wall Breakers. We're going to see if we can bait out the spells and do this. Because now he doesn't have the right cycle. It's going to be really, really hard for him to defend that cost effectively. And then the guards and the Ice Wizard should just die to towers without us having to worry. So if you keep yourself at a low amount of elixir and they're at a low amount of elixir, that's where Dagger Duchess really is the best. Because now he doesn't have elixir to punish us. He loses 6 elixir pretty much for free. I'm going to go for Valkyrie here, Goblin Gang the other side, so then it's right into the Cannoneer. Quite nice for us. We're going to get him to go for a Valkyrie, which he doesn't want to cycle. I mean, Dark Goblin here a little bit lower. It's going to kill everything. And also throw another Goblin Barrel here. He has log, but it doesn't seriously matter that much. We're going to throw the Goblin Barrel now because this log is out of cycle. We're going to Wall Breakers. And then we'll see if we can just get an Evolved Valkyrie here. I'm actually going to go in for a Cannon first. Then I'm going to go for Evolved Valkyrie here. And then I think I got to go Goblin Gang after he fireballs. We'll see how this goes. But this should be okay if the Ice Spirit jumps. Hey, we got a P.E.K.K.A activation. That's awesome. We played that pretty well. Alright, we're going to go Princess again. We're going to get a Cannon down here. And we're going to throw another Goblin Barrel. Of course, we want to get to the Goblin Barrel evolution. That's going to be the best way of winning. This guy having log is a bit annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. Still fine for us. We'll take what we can get here. We'll go Dark Goblin to snipe the cannon. And then we can go in for maybe a Goblin Gang eventually. The other side. We're going to try to go Wall Breakers here. Force out the Valkyrie. We're going to go Cannon down here. We're going to go Goblin Barrel evolution. And then we're going to get a Valkyrie down as soon as we can. Good fireball for him. I hope that he doesn't get the Goblin Stand on our tower. It would make me a slightly sad sir. He's definitely going to pop ability. Need to kill that card, so we're going to go Dark Goblin. We're going to go Goblin Gang on their side. We're going to keep his elixir low. And we want to go in for a Goblin Barrel whenever we can afford it. Because if he goes Valkyrie, I don't think he's able to stop the Dark Goblin and the Goblin Barrel at the same time. So I think we get the win here. GG. Played a little bit better than him. Stretched his elixir low. And got the win. So it's one of those things where this deck right now isn't even at its full form. It's super, super good. Of course, you can lose games here and there. If you match into like a double spell, small spell deck with like an Ice Wizard Evolved Electro Dragon, if that's not an easy matchup, it's winnable for sure, but you got to play a little bit better than your opponent. And first game of the day, we kind of messed up. We kind of fumbled. Yeah, if you match into a fast cycle log, Valkyrie deck or whatever, you'll still win that. Yeah, good looks. On to the next one. All right, all right. I didn't know Goblin Dummies also did damage. Oh, yeah, they do a lot of damage, man. One of my favorite plays to do with this deck is Ice Spirit and then go Goblin Barrel so you get to the evolution a bit faster. And you just force out Elixir that way. It's always nice to do that. We're going to go Princess here. We're going to snipe those Goblins. Then we're going to immediately go Wall Breakers. Keep his Elixir low. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep his Elixir low so we can continuously get value that way. We go Goblin Gang here directly on top of the Goblins and minimize the amount of damage he gets. One of the downsides of this matchup is specifically, if you look at it, we don't necessarily have a small spell. So this matchup is actually really, really bad. It's one of the few matchups that you don't want to see. But if you play a lot better than your opponent, you can still take the W. You just have to be better than at the game by quite a bit. So hopefully I am a lot better than this guy. We'll have to wait and see. Log bait into log bait when the opponent has log and you don't is rough. You kind of get wrecked a little bit sometime. Alright, we're going to get Goblin Gang down here most likely. We're going to go Wall Breakers to hopefully stop some of the Spear Goblins. He's logging on that. That is adventurous. He has no Goblin Gang, no log. So no Goblin Gang, no log means that I can go Valkyrie, Goblin Barrel, and I think I might win the game. Like, this might do a devastating amount of damage. I'm also going to try to get an Ice Spirit down, too. I'm not going to go left, actually. Nice! Yo, bro got finessed. Alright, we have to get Skeleton's counter with the Princess, otherwise we lose. Holy, dude! Look at that! That was the most legendary Princess I've seen in my life. Oh my goodness. My guy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Now you have like no elixir because you just logged. So we're going to Ice Spirit the Skeletons, have both wall breakers connect hopefully. If not, it doesn't matter. Notice how we can kind of eat Knights here because the Knight's just going to get disintegrated by the Dagger Duchess. Obviously, if we had one more dagger, it would be one less hit. So unfortunately, like, you know, right now the Dagger Duchess isn't at its full capacity, but it will be soon. We're going to Princess here. We're going to go Goblin Barrel. We want him to log the Princess badly. We want to keep map control because we want him to lose with the matchup advantage. That'd be very, very cool. We can go for a Valkyrie here. Goblin Gang afterward. Protect the Princess if we should be able to. Then we will probably get a really, really good position here. Princess does die, but Dark Goblin 2 taps the Princess. We're going to go Goblin Barrel here as well. Spear Goblin's locked tower. Dark Goblin locks on his tower. This Goblin Barrel takes tower. And that's game. But yeah, as you guys can see, even in some super bad matchups, as long as I'm warmed up, we won't lose really very often with this deck. I'd recommend this to counter Goblin Barrel. Just go for a Goblin Gang here, or you could Wall Breakers. Wall breakers is what I meant to say. You can Wall Breakers behind your tower and push the Goblins off, but obviously, ideally, it's either Valkyrie or it's a Goblin Barrel counter with Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang is the most optimal, by far the best counter to the Goblin Barrel that you have in this deck. Let's go, let's go. Princess is diabolical? Yeah, that Princess was diabolical. Alright, on to the next one. Have you ever considered a player emote sequence to indicate that they're a fan? 2 thumbs up equals angry crying. Yeah, just do the princess emote. Do the princess emote. Do the peace out emote. The princess peace out. That's my favorite one. If you guys ever see me do that against me, then I'll know that you know me. He doesn't know me because I just did that emote. He would have done the princess one. Or at least I don't think he knows me. Like that at least anyone that's been here for a while knows that that's my favorite emote. No, you know, you know? Alright, we can Wall Breakers here. Using both towers to counter that is awesome as well. Just gonna eat that. And then we can eat the guards that we typically can't eat. And I'm gonna go Dark Goblin off on the side, and I'm gonna Princess really far away so he can't hit everything with arrows. I'll wait a little bit though. We're gonna Valkyrie. And then we're going to go Goblin Gang. Notice how I cycled the Valkyrie right at the time where the Skeleton Dragons are coming in, so I could hit everything with the Princess. The Skeleton Dragon stayed near the Lava Hound, so the splash damage hit everything. Alright, so he loses the Bomber here too. We're going to go Wall Breaker's other side with the Goblin Barrel, so then when he drops something to counter the Princess, he can't hit both. Okay, that's really, really important. Then the opponent has to pick on what they want to hit. And then all the counter pushing cards go into the Dagger Duchess and die again. Like, I'm sure you guys are understanding why this deck is overpowered, right? Like, this is actually unfair already. Already, it is unfair, and it is getting a buff. And I just, you know, like, I just wish Clash Royale were able to look at this with their eyes. Sometimes, you know, using eyes are hard. Like, if you did, you'd realize that this is, like, just straight up stupidly strong right now and doesn't need a buff. So, we're going to go Dark Goblin here as well. We're going to go Wall Breakers. Gonna get multiple buffs, the Dark Goblin buff and that as well. He's gonna lose the Bomber, and then the Dark Goblin locks tower, by the way. And then we can go for Evolve Goblin Barrel with Goblin Gang, and when we hit 7 Elixir and Ice Spirit, and we're gonna take him. He's just dead. There's no shot in heck, bro. There's zero shot. You can't defend it. You're Lava Hounding! Oh my goodness, bro, what are you doing? This is a generational throw, my guy. That's insane. Hell yeah, brother man. You take those. Thank you, bro. We're laughing on you, my guy. Where is he gonna drop his spells? Just pull that back. This was the easiest win of my life. Megaman gets targeted, we're fine. Bro's got lightning though, he's cooking. He's cooking. Bro's cooking. He's cooking. Not hard enough, though. Alright, so we're going to throw this down. Do this. Valkyrie takes targeting. He loses. Wait, the Goblin Barrel wasn't on the tower! I misclicked! I'm trash! There's no way I misclicked that! Oh my gosh, do I lose to arrows? There's no ways back to it. Dude, I literally threw. I literally threw. That was the generational throw. Is this matchup bad? Yes, but like... Dude, that's so frustrating. I can't believe I threw that. I outplayed him the entire game. It is going to be better when we have Dagger Duchess a little bit more, because we wouldn't have taken as much damage on the left. Dude. Dude. How did I misclick the Goblin Barrel too? Right into a bomber. That's so bad. That's so bad. Get some Fs in the chat, guys. That's a Goblin throw. I threw the game out of the... Sorry, I threw the win out of the game with the Goblin Barrel, bro. That is so bad. Oh my god, dude. His tower would have been in shambles if we could just, like, not screw up like that. Dude, how did I throw that? I literally threw it right into it. Easiest win of my life? It was, dude. I played so well. All I had to do was play aggressive, a little bit more aggressive, and I would have won. That wouldn't have been that hard. Easiest loss of your life? I mean, hey, there's no shot in heck that you got the 20 win or anywhere close to me. So, hey, dude. Quiet. Quiet. Hush, child. Time to put the fries in the bag. People love saying stuff when you lose, but it be what it be. Alright. Screw Lava Hound? Yeah, I don't think that was like the easiest game ever. Yo, FA! Dude, there's no way! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude! Oh my... Dude, I actually cannot believe that... That is the most money I think I've ever gotten on YouTube in a donation. Ever. I don't deserve that. I love you, man. Happy New Year, and thank you so much. Bro just blessed me. He blessed me. $585. That is insane, dude. Thank you so much. Wow. Bro, he just buffed our bank account out here. Not really. It's for the videos. All the money I get from donations go directly back into the content. But thank you so much, man. I'm going to use that. I'm going to make a lot more content. I actually am really excited because I'm starting to do more content on my second channel and also on this channel. So very, very nice, bro. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable, my guy. Thank you so much. P.E.K.K.A is never beating the Lava Hound allegations. I mean, the Lava Hound player was not playing well, bro. We outplayed him the entire game and then threw. It feels bad. But, like, sometimes, like, you can lose games when you just throw the game. Like, it's whatever. I played perfect at the start and then threw the game at the end and played horrendously at the end. So sometimes you can just play really poorly at the end and throw. But it's all good. Doesn't really matter that much. That was insane, bro. Thank you so much, dude. For real. FA, you are the GOAT. That was easily one of the nicest things that I have ever been gifted on YouTube. Like, it was crazy, dude. As I said before, I don't think I deserve that at all. Thank you, man. All right, we want to go other side. I haven't really focused that much. If we can get the wall breakers on the tower, that'd be huge. Graveyard is pretty good matchup, actually, because we can just use Dagger Duchess. We should have kept his elixir lower the entire time, and I haven't. Maybe the Spear Goblins can help. Hopefully we don't die to an Inferno Dragon. Oh! Oh, no. Wait, we're alive, bros. We're alive. I don't know for how long, but maybe. Still alive, but barely breathing. No! Why are you good at the game, bro? He played well. Get him, Toby! Toby, Noby. No, Toby. Oh my gosh. Stop the damage, please. It was one of the craziest games ever. I feel like I got violated by an Evo bomber, but it's fine. Okay. No one saw that. Dude, thank you so much. That was crazy. That was insane. Alright, let's go for wall breakers here and let's go Goblin Barrel. Oh my goodness. We were chilling. We were chilling. That was a great game. That was funny as heck. Alright, alright. Let's get it. We go Princess here. We'll also go Valkyrie. Maybe we can go Ice Spirit. Some other stuff maybe. We'll see. Princess staying alive is nice. We can go Valkyrie here. We can throw down a Goblin Barrel off to the side. Who's just ended up using some of his elixir. The Goblin Cage Evo is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is going great. I do like playing against graveyard decks. So, like, we'll just end up having a funner game here where we can not get finessed by freeze, hopefully. I would say the last matchup was definitely in my advantage, too. If you play faster cycle and you don't get predicted by the Goblin Barrels every single time. Like, you literally predicted the princesses at the bridge every time. Which is, like, obviously the predictive play, but, like, easy play to predict. But I should have played better. That was a good Ice Spirit. We still have the Valkyrie and the Dark Goblin staying alive, so I can do this. Maybe get an evolved Goblin Barrel down. Dark Goblin locking on a tower is huge. Just go Princess here, I think. Likely our best option, because we should be able to kill both of them pretty reliably. Let's go, let's go. We're going to Princess, Valkyrie. Maybe go Goblin Gang here. Looking really good overall. We get a Dark Goblin and Ice Spirit. We should be able to kill that. And then we can also go for wall breakers. Aggro play on his end, but I think it's going to work out for him. We're going to try to go opposite lane because we don't really want to go directly into this shenanigans that he's got. If we continuously go into like counter pushing cards, then he's able to graveyard with them. The princess is on the tower. I repeat, the princess is on the tower. And we get the Valkyrie in front. Oh my gosh, he's going to have to ice wizard that. So much elixir. Dark Goblin two-shots the egg. Wall breakers probably connect. We're trying to do a lot of dual lane pressure because it is hard for him to defend effectively. If he bar barrels, it is a +1 trade though. We'll eat the Barbarian, it doesn't matter. Try to keep going on the other side. We might be able to kill the cage and then get the Valkyrie to hit the tower. Activate King Tower, unfortunately. The fact that he does that is crazy. He spent a lot of elixir. Oh, nice. Lots of damage there. We can go Ice Spirit, Wall Breakers, Valkyrie again. Back to Dark Goblin. Goblin Cage Brawler is kind of annoying. Split Spear Goblins is actually something he has to worry about. He might have to Phoenix on that and then not have elixir for the Dark Goblin and lose the game. Yep. GG. So if you play the game at a higher level, you can identify when the opponent doesn't have elixir. 4 elixir investment from that Phoenix was an instant death. So, very, very good game for us. Dude, I still can't believe that. That is... like, FA, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Like, I don't know if you're still here, dude, but that is literally, like... I don't know. That is the nicest... I don't know. That is the nicest thing that I could have never imagined would have happened. Thank you, dude. Can we please get some hearts in the chat for FA? Like, literally, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, that pays for a lot of the graphics of the new channel that I'm doing. It also pays for the editing of the new videos. It pays for a lot of stuff, man. So thank you, dude. If you guys want to see what my second channel is, I will post it in the chat. I want you guys only to follow this if you do Pokemon, because I don't want to annoy people with Clash Royale content on... Sorry, I don't want to annoy people with Pokemon content on my Clash Royale channel. I realized that that was just a bad idea, so I stayed away from doing that. Yeah, I think... let's take a look. Let's do... If you guys want to see it, I will post it in the... I'll post it in the pinned comment as well, but only follow this if you like Pokemon. I also posted it here too. I posted it in the chat. If you guys want to follow that, I will be posting a video tomorrow morning, and I will be live streaming on it as well when I get an overlay for Pokemon. That'll be pretty fun. If you guys want to see that, you guys can check it out. It is in the pinned comment. Well, it's not in the... Yeah, it'll be in the pinned comment. Only follow it if you guys like Pokemon. And it's also in the chat right now. I'm so mad they snitching on Evo Goblin Barrel. It like defeats the whole purpose. Not really. Evo Goblin Barrel will still be okay. The thing is, like, yeah, I kind of agree with you. Maybe the Evo Goblin Barrel, like, don't have it do as much damage or something. Maybe that could be a good nerf. I don't know. Maybe there are different nerfs, there are different approaches that they could have taken. It is overpowered, though. It is definitely a bit overpowered. Okay, this is super good for us. We did a lot of damage there. We're going to go Wall Breaker's other side to keep his Pancake replenishing a little bit worse. Skeletons were great. He should be able to full counter. Oh, does this new tower do not full counter it? It might not. Going to get a cannon down. We have our Dark Goblin here as well. We also have Ice Spirit on everything. So hitting the Ram Rider and also the P.E.K.K.A with that is extremely impactful. And if he rages, I think I'm okay. I don't think it will deal that much damage. Nice. Really, really good position for us to be in. I'm going to go Goblin Barrel here. We're going to eat the Royal Ghost because we're going to end up getting full bars on that. Then I'm going to go in for Wall Breakers as well. Just going to eat the Royal Ghost, as I said before. Not really that impactful to me. Dagger Duchess should be able to eliminate that, so I don't have to spend any extra elixir at all. And then I can Princess immediately at the bridge. So the way that I play this deck, again, is just super aggro. So you try to kind of win in single. And if you don't, it's fine. Usually want a cannon earlier. Might have messed that up a little bit. It's fine. An Ice Spirit. He goofed really hard. So that's, sorry, not cannon like that. You want a cannon before it charges if you can. Kind of hard to do. But if they drop it directly at the bridge, you can. Alright, we're going to do dueling pressure. He's going to P.E.K.K.A. Alright, that'll take both. And then we can cannon on this. And then, yeah, we just destroyed him. This is how this deck works, even against one of the most annoying decks in the game before it gets nerfed, and our deck will get buffed. Like, his deck is about to get nerfed, and our deck will literally be buffed. So it's kind of cool to see that. Alright, we're going to do Valkyrie here. Ice Spirit as well. I think we just kite him back the entire game, to be honest. I goofed. But we're not going to lose this other tower. Not even going to be close. We got this one. The P.E.K.K.A's never even crossed the bridge. It's so toxic. It's so toxic, but we love it. GG. We'll jump to the next one. GG's. Yo, Hero Alice. I'm so glad we modded you, man. You're the GOAT. Why would Pokemon content annoy people? Because if you create content for something that your channel isn't about, and people specifically watch you just for that thing, then they're going to be annoyed. So I took it upon myself to make sure that I made a new channel so I don't annoy all of the people that are just subscribed to Clash Royale content for here. I don't know. I really care about the community that we have, and obviously I'd like people to watch me just for me, but I also understand that, like, sometimes people are just here to get better at Clash, understand, like, that they want quick content that's good, and they don't really want other stuff, you know? They don't want the Pokemon stuff. They didn't sign up for that, so I'm not going to force Pokemon content upon people that don't like it. That's why I created an entirely different channel. I think that that's the best thing to do. Also, different branding and stuff. It's kind of cool and fun to grow a new channel from full. I do think that if I did Pokemon content on this channel, it might help out and I could grow to 1 million subscribers faster. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, gotta do what's best for our community. Plus, I don't know if it helps the channel as much. It depends. I think OJ's experimenting with it. Pin that link before it disappears? I guess I could. Oops. Nice Princess in the back. That is generally not the right play with this deck. For the most part, I'll end up like dropping it at the bridge almost every time. Alright, we're the Valkyrie here. This as well. Surely it would be bad for the algo to put Pokemon content here. Well, it depends. It's a mobile game. I don't know. OJ is able to do a lot of different content and everything, so I'm not sure. I'm not 100% convinced that it's terrible. OJ doesn't think so, and he knows more about YouTube than me. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see if it works for his channel or not. If it doesn't work, then you're 100% right. If OJ can't make it work, then it doesn't work. Wait, bro just cycled log. Is he going to Firecracker into a Goblin Gang? How long has this Princess stayed alive? How long has this Princess stayed alive, guys? What an awesome King Tower activation. Is he going to pop ability? Princess is still alive. That Princess stayed alive for a year. That was insane. Alright. We can go Princess, we can go Valkyrie, we can do a lot of different things. I think my favorite play is this. Real Goblin Barrel right. Take one supported by the Valkyrie, Princess Bridge. On the skeletons. Absolutely good. Kills the skeleton. Cool. We're fine. It does eventually die. And then we counter everything with a cannon. Ink. Oh, the Ice Spirit! It betrayed me! Oops. Should have been cycled up higher. I like splitting up wall breakers like this because they'll force the log and then the cannon dies and then he has to spend more elixir. And then the evolved Valkyrie actually comes up clutch here. But I'm going to go in for a cannon instead just because it's cheap. And I can Princess after. The Valkyrie dies to the Princess, to be honest. How does that hit my tower, man? I actually just don't understand. Oh, is the Firecracker gonna die to the wall breaker? That would be pretty funny. Firecracker does eventually die, it just takes a while. Dude, why did it not hit the Valkyrie? Kazam. Should throw the real one on the left. Alright, we'll play a little bit better. I haven't been very focused in this game whatsoever. Alright, we'll throw some more Goblin Barrels. Probably just get that down there. Dark Goblin locks tower, which is huge. We want to throw as many Goblin Barrels as we can. Just how you win this matchup, to be honest. Stacking Princess is pretty good, too. I could cannon this, but I think it's fine to just go Wall Breakers instead and let the Dark Goblin do its thing. I don't think he pops ability. It'd be pretty weird. Okay, that was really bad ability, bro. I don't know why you would do it yourself. I also just cycle log, so... Oh, I suck. If I threw that on the tower... Dude, why do I keep missing my Goblin Barrels? Ruthless. Bro got back to log. I wish I didn't lose to this guy. He doesn't seem very nice. Yeah. I really wish I didn't lose there. Oh, actually, it wasn't that mean. All right. It is kind of annoying to play against Hog EQ when you have log bait with cannon. It is very winnable, though. That's just a tough matchup. Yeah, he was actually nice. Okay, so he actually was saying good game early and just, like, didn't mean anything by it. Usually when they say good game early, then they follow it up with a ton of laughter. Then the goblin laugh, hee hee ha. I was predicting it, but he didn't do it. GG. I'm surprised. Usually when they say GG early, they always do that. Hey, chat. Yeah. You don't have to respond to each other, says Heroes. Yeah, exactly. Alright, we're going to go for Gang, and then we'll go for a Valkyrie in front. He's going to drop his drill in front every time. The log is really good for us because we can Princess, then go Goblin Barrel on the left. Ooh, I messed up the Goblin Barrel placement again, dude! I need to have parental controls on this. How do I keep messing that up, guys? Like, actually. That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. That's top 10 most embarrassing things I've done. Like, I can't hit Goblin Barrels for my life. Alright, this might be the last game for this deck, and then we've switched to another one. When are you releasing Pokemon content? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Dagger Duchess isn't good. I mean, you face beatdown, it's over. No, you just keep their elixir low, so then they can't do much about it. Nice. Like, it's actually not bad, dude, at all. Especially if, like, they can't afford to get golem pushes or anything going because you're throwing Goblin Barrels at them, bro. Like, think about it from that perspective. They can't afford their shenanigans. It's obviously really bad for them. Evo Skellies are super annoying, though. I'm not going to fib. Luckily, they all went behind. I'm going to throw Goblin Barrel right now because I want the Dark Goblin to put in work against the Doctor without him popping more annoying. Oh, he literally drilled on defense. That can't be the play. There's no way that's the play, my guy. There's no way. No way we just witnessed that. That was crazy. Princess gets 2 hits. He dropped it too slow. Too slow. Too late. Too slow. Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna do this. Dude, I still can't believe, like, FA, like, dude, I really, like, oh my gosh, man. That literally made my entire month. I'm not even joking. Like, that was so nice of him. Guys, I still can't get over that. That was really, 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 really sweet. What a legend. I'm gonna get Valkyrie down here as well. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to create more Pokemon content and stuff. I was like, I'm kind of nervous about it because I'm spending a lot on those videos too. And it's, I was talking to my friends and family about it a little bit. I was like, you know, this is like not a surefire thing. These things could just fail. Like, maybe people don't like the Pokemon content, but it's something that's worth trying. Because I did do it with, what was it called? You guys remember Wild Rift? I did content on that, and then it just didn't work out because no one, like, the devs never supported the game. Like, they just didn't want to. So I was like, oh man, hopefully the Pokemon game is actually supported a lot more than Wild Rift was. Plus, Pokemon IP I think is better. The IP intellectual property, in case anyone knows, because I didn't know that one was, like, first starting without, like, knowing gaming stuff. I logged, so I think I can just do this. And then the Dark Goblin gets a couple hits, we wall breakers. Goblin Barrel might take power. Wow, this guy played really well. Seriously. I hope that doesn't kill me. Nice. Oh, I got a little bit lucky, I guess. Use Dark Goblin here, I think. He's definitely popping ability on that. We just need to go for one more Evolved Goblin Barrel. I think we got him, guys. I don't think it's possible to defend this very cost effectively like he has been. He's been playing so well, though. This guy is really, really good at me. Based off of what I've seen, like, this is really tough to defend. Like, it's misclicked. But I hope the Dark Goblin hits the tower. Should kill the Fire Spirit and win us the game. What a good player. Seriously. GG. Well played. What a good player. I actually don't know who that is, but they played insanely well. Yeah, very, very good player. Nice. Let's go. So, why did I read that? Is Beatdown being screwed over by Dark Goblin Evo? I think so. Maybe. Dark Goblin Evo is about to be as broken as Mega Knight. Mega Knight is actually pretty strong right now. Also, my bad, guys. I ended up playing a lot of games here today with the same deck. I didn't switch decks. I just kept playing the same thing over and over and over again. The deck is really, really good, though. We did lose this. The only games I lost were ones that I could have won. This one I should have won. This one I should have won. I messed up on both of them. And I should have won this one, too. Just didn't play well. So, like, literally the games that you lose a lot of times are just, like, skill diff. If you play aggressive enough, I'm sure I did demonstrate in a couple of the games that the Dagger Duchess completely cleans up whatever your opponent throws back at you. If you keep the elixir low, then they can't afford golem pushes. Like, for instance, if I go Wall Breakers one side, Ice Spirit, Goblin Barrel the other side, and they go golem, they lose a tower. Like, or they just, like, are in a really bad spot. They don't just, like, if I go, like, Valkyrie Goblin Gang, they lose a tower, right? And then I can defend a beatdown push with a cannon. You know? There are a lot of things that allow you to, you know, win games pretty effectively. Anyway, next decks that we're going to be taking a look at. So this has got Witch in it. It has Cannon Cart right now, but you could replace the Cannon Cart for like a Dark Prince if you wanted. Dark Prince is just getting a buff, so that could work. I'm just using Cannon Cart right now because it's strong. Goblin Curse is really good. You could use Evolved Dark Goblin instead of Evolved Archers. Evolved Skeletons will still be strong. The fun giant graveyard deck that I stole from EGW. Easier said than done. I mean, I think it's actually pretty easy to defend a lot of the stuff with cannon if you play effectively. I mean, if you're dumb and you drop like a Goblin Gang, Goblin Barrel into a arrows or bar barrel, then sure, like you're going to lose the game. But as long as you cost effectively like apply pressure and you understand what pushes work and what ones don't, then you're going to be fine. You just have to like, you know, experiment, trial and error, and see what pushes work and what don't. Or like watch me, watch Riley, watch someone that plays the deck when we're like locked in. And then, yeah, you'll see, like, how to get better with the deck. Or just, like, listen to the explanations, you know? Which stays alive? I wonder if this curse comes up clutch. Not exactly the best. Not exactly the best. I could have played that better. Also revealed a little bit of my hand. Alright, this cannon card should pull the Cage Brawler. Then I think I'm okay here. Cannon card's a really, really good card right now. I think it'll still be okay. We'll see. It might be a lot worse against P.E.K.K.A. Alright, we can go Archers here. Or Skellies. Or both, maybe. Can we go Archers first? And then we drop Skeletons if we need to. I think the Archers are probably more than enough. He'll pop Ability, which is really aggro. I can go Skellies afterward, actually. That's fine. We can go Giant Graveyard here as well. Because we have the Skeletons behind the Giant. This might be pretty funny. Hopefully. Oh, dude, really? That's kind of annoying. I'm actually just going to arrows on that so then maybe we can get value, but not looking great. How does this go for me? Not infinite. That wasn't that good. I think I had to go Archers after. Hard to say. Bro's got poisons. This is a pretty bad matchup. It's winnable though. Alright, let's see if we can win this, even though he's going to have a Graveyard Poison deck. Fairly a great matchup. It's winnable. Alright, let us cook. Let us cook. Let us cook. There's no way he lost this, right? Should have Evo Archer at the bridge on the same side. I mean, it's still reasonable for us to go for a Witch. And then graveyard with the cannon cart, I think. Seems still reasonable for me. Especially since we force poison. You go giant here as well. This is really aggro, but I think it's probably going to work. Filling out a bit quicker is nice. Getting 2 goblins on the tower is huge. Getting the giant still alive is nice. Dude, if I beat a graveyard poison deck with our graveyard giant deck, that's dope. What a cool deck. Awesome deck from EGW that I stole from him, by the way. Not my deck. I'm an enjoyer, though. Not gonna lie, I am an enjoyer. Oh my gosh, wait! Oh! Dude, we stole the skeletons! That was so fun. What an awesome game. Wow. Really cool deck from EGW, and it's gonna get better with the mini P.E.K.K.A potentially for cannon cart as well, actually. I was thinking about it because mini P.E.K.K.A got a buff. Maybe mini P.E.K.K.A for cannon cart for high damage. Or Dark Prince. Crushed that guy? No, I didn't. That was very close. I didn't play very well. And also, it was a tough matchup. The games that I was actually crushing people earlier, and I was commentating that and telling you guys earnestly, like, I was beating the Lava Hound player, outplaying them the entire time, and then I threw the game. And then I got flamed. Which, you know, I don't like people when they do that. But, like, that game, I was not outplaying the person. I did not play very well. I just won based off of, you know, like, spamming stuff, and it worked, to be honest. Kind of how it works sometimes, bro. Dark Goblin outranges me. A little bit sad, but it be what it be. We can go for a witch here, then giant afterwards. I think the witch in that position is pretty good because it spawns skeletons to counter both the Goblin Barrels. Both the goblins from the Goblin Barrel. Throw down the giant, arrows on this for sure. Oh, this is a very, very nice arrows. If he can't kill the witch, he might have taken an L. We spawn... Okay, never mind. We do have a goblin forcing out log, so it's not that bad. You know, it's not that bad. It wasn't great. I mean, I don't think he had a log. Maybe he did, actually, because there were 4 skeletons behind a goblin that would have taken 2 hits to kill. That would have been around 700 damage, I think. I think it was reasonable for him to log that. I don't want to say well played, because I do think it was well played, but he'll probably think I was BMing him. Alright, remember, the guy's got cannon, so it's, like, not super scary for us. I think we can just drop our giant here. Get a witch or cannon cart. The cannon cart's probably the method behind the madness here. Just has more damage. Very nice arrows value. Oh my goodness. Arrows galore. Give me more. Keeping the witch alive is kind of annoying for him, but also at the same time, like, I'm gonna have to deal with Evo Goblin Barrel soon. Oh, I fumbled. Oops. That wasn't good, guys. I goofed really hard. I wish I hit the cannon there. Evo Archers might still lock tower, which is a lot of damage, but definitely could have been better. Alright, we're going to throw Skellies off to the side because I saw that's where the Goblin Barrel was going to probably be. Because I saw Cycle My Witch on the left. Give me a goblin. Yo, I got a goblin. I got a goblin. You mobbing with the goblin. We did not exactly finesse it. Like, not even remotely. Not even remotely, my guys. But hey, we're alive. Still alive, but barely breathing. No. No, I'm dead. Oh! There's no way! I played like trash the entire game. See, alright. I got a level with you guys for a second. When I lost the Lava Hound player, this is the exact opposite of what happened. I played phenomenally the entire game. I lost to someone way worse than me. This game, I played horrendously the entire game and then beat someone that played better than me. Do you guys see how the game works? And then I got called trash earlier, and then people were like, oh, probably a really clutch game here. But like, man, like if I play phenomenally comparatively to you and then I mess up a little bit, my interactions are perfect compared to yours, and then you randomly have like arrows, lightning. Like, this is frustrating loss, man. You don't deserve to beat me. But this game, I also don't deserve to win. I guess it's always taketh from the logbait players. You taketh from the logbait players. That's what happens. Logbait players just get the L's. That's just how that's how it goes. Yo, Exotic, please stop spamming that, dude. My mods are here for a reason. If they see things, then they'll do it. If not, then chill. Like, I'll take a look at it later, but like right now, just, you gotta stop, man. You're going crazy with it. Alright, we're gonna go cannon card here as well. Yeah, it's the last time, dude. It's the last time I'm gonna tell you that. First and last time. Alright. What else can we do? Can we just go, like, graveyard on this? Like, naked graveyard without anything? Like, I don't think that's a bad decision. Legitimately. You get a skeleton hit on the bomber, then it's going to get turned into our team. I kind of rate that. I kind of vibe with that, to be honest. Skeleton's early. I want him to drop his ability before the thing reaches the tower, ideally. Nah, he's not gonna. He's gonna kill my witch. He's gonna burn the witch with ability. And the archers, too. A lot of elixir down the drain, but we are running a skillless giant graveyard deck, so there is that. Alright, alright. Yeah, if you see like someone harassing you or something that I don't see, like you can report them, I guess. But like I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I don't see anything right now. Alright. We're gonna try go arrows here. Dang, dude. Bro's got poison. I have a tough one. Happy holidays to FA. Yeah, dude. FA is such a goat, man. What a legend. Alright. We're gonna go cannon card off to the side. I'm bad, guys. What was that fail card? Oh no, that was not it. That was not it, my dudes. That was not good. That was a fart cart. Oh, this looks like a loss. This doesn't even look close, my guys. Looks like total demolition. GG. Not super focused in this game, but it'd be what it be. I'll play better in the next ones. Sometimes it be that way, you know? Been waiting for an upload today. Could you say hi to my girlfriend, Alexandra? Alexandra is like such a beautiful name, too. That is a really, really cool name. One of my best friends is actually named Alexandra, too. He was a top-ranked tennis player. Alright, alright. Yeah, I did not deserve that, the win that I got against the graveyard player. Or the logbait player. Did you like college? Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. I mean, I wasn't there for too long. I got pretty sick and stuff, so I had to, like, pivot a little bit more. And then I got better, obviously, afterward, but kind of rough earlier on, my guy. Wow, seriously? That's crazy. My guy's going crazy with it. We did force the arrows, though, so there is that. I don't think that we're going to get that much damage, but maybe we do. Never mind, we're getting a lot of damage. What the heck? Cannoneer is so bad into that, bro. Wait, if we graveyard right now? What if we have the graveyard tanking for the Yellies, and then we go arrows? Archers. This is so aggressive, but he has arrows anyway, so I was just like, you know, might as well just see what we can get. Nice. You think, I think you forgot to pin the second channel link. Oh, yeah, I got it. All right, there it is. Check that out, guys, in the pin message if you guys want to see a Pokemon channel. Yeah, fair enough. I just dropped out, says Mast. Yeah, man. I mean, college is generally worth it, but at the same time, for me, it was really tough when I got sick and stuff. And then I got better, and then I went back and I had a 4.0 and stuff, but it didn't actually make sense for me to continue. I took an LOA because I was doing so well on YouTube. I was like, let's see where this goes. Went pretty well. Okay, that was not the best positioning on my end. We do not get the Spear Goblin Diamond. I messed that up. Alright. Yeah, we can just go Witch here. We can split evolved archers as well, and we'll see what else we can do. Nice! Hell yeah, I don't think he arrows is this. At least immediately. Then we can have evolved skeletons on both sides. Probably go Goblin Curse as well. Notice how I'm saving the graveyard? Because I want him to poison first, and he does. Now he loses. He loses the evolved skeletons on the right. The graveyard was just like the icing on the cake. The graveyard should have been left side. So I was going to take tower on the right anyway. Damn. What an easy matchup, actually. 100-0 matchup advantage. The Witch with evolved skeletons is pretty crazy. Yeah, we have mods here right now. We have Lord Grim. So, they're going to be reading everything. Don't worry. Let's Evo one of the best cards in the game. Hopefully they don't do Cannon Cart next. I use the card often, but even so, I don't want it to get an Evo. It'd be extra broken. Yo, Josh, your takes have been like directly on point right now, man. That's exactly how I feel. Like, if a card... So, here's the thing. Supercell probably wants the Evo card that will make the money, because if it's a popular card, guess what? That means that it's going to be spent money on, like, people want to buy it then. If it's not a popular card, are they ever going to want to evolve that? Probably not, right? Like, they're looking for the cards that are cream of the crop, you know, that people like. The issue is those cards are popular and good. They're not just popular. They're good. Unlike Wizard. Wizard was like that perfect mix. Wizard was like, no one likes it. Sorry, everyone likes it at mid-ladder or whatever. But it's not a good card, so it deserved the evolution. And now it's good. Yeah. All right, so some other decks that we're going to take a look at. This Giant Graveyard deck is phenomenal. This probably is one of the better decks that you guys can play with the new Witch. Very fun. The Shadow Channel tag new. It's only for people that like Pokemon. So if you don't like Pokemon, don't subscribe. Don't worry about it. I don't want to bother people that don't like that because people get really angry. So you guys are one of those people. Don't even click on it. Don't even worry about it. So you could run Double Prince here. You could run Dark Prince instead of Rascals. When Dark Goblin Evolution gets out, I would probably do this. And then put in a Goblin Gang. I'd put in a Goblin Gang and then do that. So for anyone that's wondering, that's the strategy. Goblin Gang over this, Dark Goblin Evolution in. And then you end up having Dagger Duchess probably. Clash Royale revenue is crazy. No, it's actually really bad. Their revenue is really, really bad compared to all the other games. Brawl Stars is insane. I think they make like a multiple of what they make in Clash Royale and Brawl Stars. They make so much more. Also because they have skins and stuff, but yeah. You could not be further from the truth on that, my guy, unfortunately. Oh. Well, that was a lot of lag. I think he lagged as well, because otherwise he wouldn't have just like let his tower die, right? Something just happened there. Prince should have been cycled there in the left corner. Oh, it's a fumble. I lost. If I kept the Dark Goblin alive, it could have been a better interaction, but maybe the Goblins will pull the other ones back. I just lose. Wasn't very focused. It's a bad Dark Goblin. I should have expected it to be a Royal Recruits deck as soon as I saw the Mighty Miner, but I didn't, so I lost. There's like no way I defend the right side. I mean, there's still a chance I come back and win because I do have Evolved Skeletons, so I'm not going to give up just yet. Okay, maybe I should give up. Maybe I should give up. Should I give up or should I just keep chasing losses? Even if it leads nowhere. No, not the hee-hee-haw. Not the hee-hee-haw. Don't laugh at my singing too, bro. You don't have to be that ruthless, my guy. He's really ruthless, my guys. That did not even hit the tower, bro. I'm gonna crash out. Oh, it hit the tower, but we can't see because the hee-haw. Dude, I wish I played a little bit more in this game. I did not focus at all. I didn't know the guy was this ruthless. I didn't know he was like that. I was unfamiliar with this game. All right, we'll just jump to the next one. Brawl Stars is the worst Supercell game? What? No, it isn't. It's objectively the best one based off of all the stats. They made 250 million off Brawl Stars and 87 million off Clash. Still pretty substantial. Yeah, definitely substantial, but 100% difference. I don't think this guy's going to 3-crown me. I think he's purposely just going to not. Dude, he's so toxic. All right, I'll mute him. I'll get him to cycle stuff. Okay, no, he's cycling something there. The goblins will 3-crown me. So, just let that happen, I guess. Wait, we have evolved skeletons. Should have maybe played this. Would it be funny if I won? Probably won't happen. I was just trying to get him to 3-crown and he was refusing to, so... Yeah, I could have maybe like done something there because I had evolved skeletons. He doesn't have a small spell, so I should have played that out. I should have like not taken as much damage against the recruits there, and then maybe just played it. Because the guy could have fumbled. He didn't seem like. I mean, he is running Royal Recruits Mighty Miner. Like this deck is brainless. Oh, he had a big spell. Never mind. Or he had a spell. I wasn't gonna take him out then. Did Evo Skellies counter with arrows? Can you make me a mod, please? I attend most of your live streams, and please keep making them. Yeah, I love live streaming. But at the same time, I haven't seen you too often in the chat, so I can't mod you. If I've seen you a bunch here, then I will mod you. But we have mods right now, so we don't need more. If there's ever an issue, then I will mod more people. Don't want to have it cluttered with green swords everywhere, though. To be honest. All right, Lumberjack's dead. Cannon cart means that this is probably some weird dag. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is the chef tower cooks pretty hard. It does cook pretty hard. This is a graveyard deck, maybe, which would be really weird. I haven't seen a graveyard deck with this, unless it's P.E.K.K.A, which is completely off the rails with it. All right, Dark Goblin kills that. Prince is still alive, and it charges on tower with 100 OP. Okay, never mind. Got a lot of elixir, though. I think I go Rascal's Goblin Barrel. Go Goblin Barrel first. Does that reach? I think that does. If I double drop? It does. So if you Rascal's Goblin Barrel at the same time. Beautiful. Oh, come on! Let me cook! Let me cook some more Goblin Barrels on the tower. Chef, you don't mind, right? You don't mind me teaching you how to cook. Oh, that was beautiful. All right, we'll do this. Ice Spirit. Goblin Barrel. Please. Yo, that's a lot. Nice. Wait. I'm so bad. I'm trash. Why didn't I do this earlier? Why did I do this earlier? I repent. Please just die. No one loves you. You didn't die. Oh, that's a golem. Should I give up? Or should I just keep killing golems? Please kill the golem! No, don't kill my Electro Dragon counters! No! Waluigi. Bro, no, don't do this. We can talk about these things, Brother Loft. We don't have to play like this. We don't have to be that aggressive with a golem deck. We don't have to be that guy that's got level 17 cards We really don't. We don't actively like this ever. We're actually a bit of a hater when you do that. How the heck did I defend that? Damn. Damn, son. Oh no. Now I'm dead. I hate that. Everything about that. That's not it. That's not a fun game. It was fun when we defended and like, oh, maybe we have it. And then I still fumbled it. But it's pretty funny. Who's your favorite non-Clash Royale streamer? I don't really watch any others. I mean, dude, I should watch TFT. I kind of... All right, so here's my goal. All right, guys. It's going to be very degen. This is like the most degen thing ever. But I want to tell you guys. We're going to have Supercell games. We're going to have Pokemon games. And we're going to have Teamfight Tactics as well. Teamfight Tactics will be the most degen, stupid, like, whatever games ever. But that's, like, way down the line where I literally pay someone to create all the content off my streams and I do nothing on that. And that's that type of content is going to be pretty dumb in general. I probably won't make any money on it whatsoever, but I just want to be like one of the best players in Teamfight Tactics because I'm very good at all chess games. I'm figuring that will probably be what I go for like the final game that I ever play or do for content. Clash Royale and Pokemon, like I think I'll always create content on unless they completely kill either of like the things. I don't think they'll ever kill Pokemon, but I think Pokemon will always be a hobby or something that I enjoy. And then Clash Royale is just, you know, what we do. I might add some extra stuff to this Clash Royale channel or like do, you know, Brawl Stars or other stuff to grow a little bit more. But I do want to be honest with you guys. I care a lot more about Clash Royale than any other Supercell game that I ever create because Clash Royale's got a place in my heart, you know? Yo, Exotic, just stop, dude. Never message that guy again. If you don't like someone, stop it. Just don't, like, that's the #1 thing that I've learned in life as well. So I'll actually tell you guys a story, all right? Here's a story. Story time with Jake. This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I was a pro player back in the day. I was really, really good at the game. There was once upon a time that I was disqualified because I didn't accept the match fast enough. So I freaked the heck out. There was this guy named Chizen who was a royal, not royal API, but he was in charge of the league. He spent a lot of time doing it. He literally dedicated like a good portion of his life to make the Clash Royale competitive scene better. And without him, it would have been miserable. So shout out to Chizen, he's the GOAT. Also, Rage Plus, this is insane. It's so unbelievably unfair. Oh my gosh! That was crazy! What just happened? I think we unlocked a brand new strategy, guys. The Rage Goblin. That was it. That cooked. That cooked. Yo, that was actually nutty. All right, what if we just... Waluigi. He's not ready. He's not ready for the cookage. He's not ready for the cookage. Pokemon is one of the so basically with Chizen, I ended up telling him like, I can't believe you would ever disqualify me. Like, this is unbelievable. I'm like one of the best players in the game. I can't believe you would do that. Like, I'm gonna flame you on Twitter if you do that. He's like, yeah, no, it's part of the rules. Like, we have to uphold the rules. I don't care who you are or what you do. Like, sure, like, you're good at the game, but like, and you bring in more views than most people because like you were really good. But like, I can't do that. And I'm just like, dude, you could have just waited like 2 extra seconds. I was about to accept. You disqualified me before the match was like started, and I freaked out. And I did that on Twitter and stuff. And you know, sure, like, it made me feel better in the moment, but like in reality, like, and it flamed him a little bit. But like, even if you win that interaction, you're not gonna get a win. Like, you're just hurting someone else, and that doesn't help you in the long run. Like, that doesn't, I don't know. Like, going after people or doing things like that, it's not good. Like, looking back at it, I was like, yeah, this is just like a lose-lose situation. Like, this just felt bad. Like, in general, like, he was doing the right thing, and anyone that has a brain cell knew that he was doing the right thing. And sure, like, maybe some people that were following me thought it was okay that, I thought that was a Dark Goblin. I'll play this one out. It just wasn't, it wasn't the right thing to do, is basically what I was trying to say. Oh wow, this guy is really annoying. We'll play our best in this game, because I wasn't focused at all. I literally threw the game. I don't want to throw this. So, I think we do this. Goblin Barrel. And then... probably go. we not kill the muskie? That's kind of annoying. The musketeer dies, so it's really good. You might be able to stack up a bunch of them. Yeah, we should have won this a long time ago, but he played super well, honestly. Like, this guy played extremely well. Did he beat me? Did he win? Oh, my Goblin Barrel was hovering over the tower health, so I win. I didn't realize I got a Dark Goblin hit. But yeah, getting vengeance over people, like, it makes you look bad too. Like, there's a whole bunch of people in the chat that are flaming you, right? That are just like, they see someone screaming or whatever. It's like, not good. Basically, if you ever see two people arguing, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Outward perception is those two people are immature. No one really understands the context or cares oftentimes. Most people just live their life and they see two people arguing, screaming, or shouting, or like arguing over Twitter or arguing over media. And they look at those people and they're like, these people are immature. It's a bad look for everyone. That's generally, as you get older, that's the take that you guys will have. And that's the take that I have, where it's just like, it's better not to get into arguments with people over the internet, especially online. Like, online, I can put down my phone and not respond to it. Sometimes over like streams, I'll respond to it and crash out. But that's more so because it's like personal and I'm like literally like grinding the game, or I see something like that. I try to remind myself that. I can always remind myself that over the internet for text messages because I'm more disconnected from it. But on Facecam, like, sometimes it's different, I guess. But yeah, I think the most important thing for anyone that's here is if you guys ever interact that way, just realize that that's how people receive it, I guess. But don't ever put yourself in a position where, you know, you're getting absolutely, I don't know, like screwed by everyone over the internet and wasting your time, and then also having people looking at you in a bad way too. Not worth it. You're wasting your time and you're also just like not getting anything from it. All right. Jake got a valid point. Yeah, no, it's a point that I learned when I like wasted a lot of my time, bro. Stoicism? It's not really stoicism. It's just being more mature, I guess. Part of growing up. There's actually a lot of people that don't get that. Like, if you stream at someone and you guys have like 5 followers or 10 followers or even like 1,000 followers or like even 50,000 followers like me, and you're like arguing over, I guess 50,000 maybe, but if you have like 100 or even 1,000, like if you're arguing over Twitter or something, or you're arguing on media, probably not making that much of an impact because the other person's not gonna like listen to you. They're probably so entrenched in their beliefs, and like you're not gonna make an impact there. You're just wasting your time. A lot of times if you're just arguing with someone that you dislike, you're better off just ignoring them and like not interacting with them. At least that's how I approach it. I love how he's just talking so nonchalantly while destroying all his opponent's towers. He's too good. Not really, man. I literally just dropped a Goblin first and a Rage on a bait card and he lost the game. Like, that's not good gameplay. Like, if you want to see good gameplay, it was the first game against the Lava Hound player that I lost. Like, that was actually good gameplay. If this is bad gameplay where I'm just spamming cards and sometimes getting good interactions and then winning games, like, to be honest, I don't want to be disingenuous about that either. This deck does play itself in certain interactions. If you are lucky enough, you will just win the game. That's how the game goes. All right, he's going to get the pancake thing, so we want to kill this before. Nice. Oh my god, dude. Chill. Chill, bro. You can't like get that close to my tower. Who let you up close and personal like that? No one give you an all access pass. Hello, Mayo. I'm barely speaking. No. That Nast, that wasn't even you because I didn't even see you say anything bad about the dude ever. Like you probably did earlier on, but you haven't recently. Yeah, I don't even care who's in the right about that right now. It's just like, if my mods haven't timed you out, then I assume that, you know, that we don't know. Or at least I can't figure it out when I'm streaming. 1,000 people. They really made the fart goblin. Yeah, dude. This is the most toxic gas ever. I'm gonna leave, says Gorilla. Oh, dude, I don't think I said, wait. It says, hope your day's good. Thank you, man. I have had a really, really good day. I had an awesome day yesterday where I was able to eat some pizza. I had really expensive pizza. It cost way too much money. Like, way too much. I'll never spend that amount of money on pizza again. But that was the best pizza I've ever had recently. Like, I don't remember having better pizza. So, that kind of made my day. Sometimes, you gotta spoil yourself a little bit. I did buy a $24 pizza. It was so much money, man, for pizza. I was like, damn, I'll never do that again. That's just so much. It was a really, really good pizza, though. It was actually the best pizza I've had. So I was just like, this place has got like, dope ratings. I gotta try it. Gotta run it. I don't regret it, but they did splurge quite a bit. I did use a Costco gift card though, so I did get a little. It did cost a little. Are we dead? I think so. I think I could have played that so much better. Oops. Level 15 Evo pizza? Dude, it really was. It filled me to the brim. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Usually when I'm getting into debates on Facebook, I'm using the conversation as a conduit to talk to others, let others know that they're not alone and there's a community out for them. Aw, yeah. I mean, it totally depends on that. Like that's a really good like way of doing it. I can't say anything bad about that, bro. I 100% feel you on that. $24 for the best pizza ever. I'm at Pizza Hut charging $20 for a large. Wait, what? That's diabolical. There's no way it's $20 for a Pizza Hut large, bro. There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way. 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 There's no way inflation has hit us that hard, bro. There's no way. Are you serious? Am I that like entrenched in my little playground in the Clash Royale arena that I haven't seen the prices to that? There's no way, dude. Is that real? Tell me if that's real, please, chat. $20 for a large pizza. Bro, there's no way. Oh my gosh. All right, wait, guys. We have to have a tier list of what is your favorite fast food ever and what is your least favorite. For me, there was one fast food I wasn't even able to finish. I was not even able to eat it. Wasn't even able to scarf it all down. Like if you gave me one, I couldn't. I literally couldn't. It's Jimmy John's. Never. There is not a Jimmy John's. Like maybe it was. I don't know. I tried a second place. It was still bad. Like that was my least favorite I've ever had in my life out of any fast food ever. It was miserable. My ex and I could not even finish it. Like she didn't like it. I didn't like it. We tried it again. It was still bad. It was the worst feeling ever. And there was no one ever in there in the Redmond one. And I lived in Redmond. So I walked there and, we actually never have seen a single soul in that Jimmy John's. You guys are in Seattle, Redmond, that location. Let me know if you guys have ever been there. There has to be one person that stepped foot in there and then been like, yes, I understand. I understand what you experienced, Jake. Also, how are we winning this game? Rascals are goated. Damn. Bro. Hey, when he goes, his prince. Got the prince. Split. Yo, it's the skeletons before the nerf. Yo, it's the skeletons before the nerf, guys. If there were still... Nah, they didn't get on the tower, but damn, they were pretty freaking close. No, dude, don't snowball me like that, Broloff. You don't have to be that ruthless, my guy. Wait, we're chilling. We're chilling with the snowballs. Should I give up or should I just recrowd? Did I actually just like not let him take a tower? That's diabolical. That's diabolical. He didn't take a tower. The tower's at 300 or 400. Oh my goodness. That's crazy work. See, sometimes offense is the best defense because they don't have elixir to do things. I was talking to you guys about that. So I was saying like golem players wouldn't be able to build up golem pushes with the other log bait deck. This is a perfect illustration of that. If you throw enough crap and you're that monkey behind the fence and you're throwing crap at the zoo audience and they're just like running away, they're not going to be able to snap those photos. They'll never be able to snap those photos of your precious towers. Not even one. Not even one. You know, no photos on my tower, dude. No photos here. No damage. Talking about pizza makes me hungry. Yeah, no pineapple on pizza, man. Pineapple on pizza is fine if it's like mid pizza. If it's good pizza, then I don't really like it. Texas Roadhouse in Dubai was fire. Damn, dude. I feel like straight up McDonald's, all those things, Taco Bell even, like in Finland or in different areas, is always goated comparatively to US. I don't know what, but the US probably just puts like bad stuff in all of their food. You just go somewhere else. It's like, we believe in good ingredients. Wait, that's what America's allergic to. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it's really funny when you see the difference. Damn. Okay. Okay. All right. Say less, Prince. Say less, bro. Oh, Ice Spirit. That was so sick, bro. Oh my goodness. Don't let me die to the ghost today, sir. Why would you log that? Oh, that was sacrilegious. I like how frugal you are, Jake. Hey, man, I don't expect Clash Royale or YouTube or any of that stuff to make a lot of money over, like, for forever. It's one of those things that you never know. YouTube is one of those things that can go all the way up and all the way down. I mean, I experienced some really, really, really rough times when everything crashed in 2021, when those bad things happened, during the dark times, during the dark hours. And guess what? I made like zero money during that. So it was one of those moments that I was like, I am losing money on videos, but I'm going to keep uploading videos because, you know, I want to. And I was actually losing money on videos for the amount of time or amount of money I was spending on the editing. Even though I was making 100,000 views, it was just the AdSense dropped off and no one had money for marketing, and it was just awful. But I just expect, like, you know, games to go through bad cycles, life to go through bad cycles. Things are going to be bad for YouTube. It's like you can't really control it. So for that reason, I put a lot of money in index funds and try to prepare for my future. And, you know, I don't really want to ever depend on my family or any of that stuff. And I don't like spending a lot of money on that. That's why I have been spending a lot of money on my Pokemon channel and doing that and setting that up, and that's like scary to me. And that's why I was like talking to my family and friends about it, because, you know, I'm not one of those YouTubers that spends the amount that OJ does on videos for like gemming and stuff like that. But the fact that I'm having to do that for like Pokemon card collection openings and stuff like that, it is very, very scary. But it's something I enjoy, so yeah. I've never gambled or done any of that, by the way. Like, I'm so risk averse that I've never gambled in my life. Not even once. Kind of insane to think about, right? I think the Skellies reach. I mean, they're raged up. They're just gonna keep going. Someone told me that YouTube revenue is like stocks. Not really. I mean, it's based off of like how much the advertisers spend. Think of it this way. Advertisers advertise on YouTube. If their products are selling and the economy is going well, they're going to spend a lot of money. During seasons like, you know, Christmas and holidays, during the end of the year, a lot of people were spending money for gifts. Then the AdSense goes boom, it goes way up. During January, it falls off a freaking cliff. And then if there's events in the world that crash the economy or ruin things, and people don't have money to spend, then you know, revenue goes down for every YouTuber. And you know, that's just one of those things that if you overspend, overexert yourself in real life, you know, you do a good old-fashioned overcommitment, you're done. You're donezo for YouTubers. Also, the other thing is, like, I don't have a family that I'm supporting right now. I don't have kids. I don't have any of that stuff. Like, you know, I'm just me. So, like, sure, I help out my family and I do things for them. But, like, yeah, it's not to the extreme extent that I, like, need to spend a lot of money on my kid or anything like that. Because I don't have one. Maybe in the future, but that's one of those things, man. I want a new legendary card? Yeah. Fun. I love the singing, Jake. I love you. I stopped drinking and started gambling in 2022. Yeah, I've also never drank. I don't drink or smoke either, because those are pretty costly habits. Not only for health, but also for productivity for me. I've never been to Ultimate Champion. Last time I tried, I reached Royal Champion 11th step, and I failed at 1 win. Should I try with Dark Goblin? Yes. I was going to make a joke about you being the Clash Royale dev that you need to enter the pancake or add the pancake tower to the thing. Like, I'm kind of convinced that someone that added the pancake tower has never reached Ultimate Champion. They've been like 1 win away, and then they needed something overpowered in the game so they could reach it. So then they added the pancake tower. I'm convinced that's how it got out of the game. I think a dev did it. I think the developer did it. They had to have. There's no reason. Like, why else would you ever add it to the game? I think Dark Owl might be good. It depends. What's the Pokemon channel? It's in the pinned comment. Only subscribe if you actually like Pokemon, though. I don't want to bother you or bother anyone that does that. I'm not going to be like, subscribe to my new channel, guys. It's there if you want to. But only if you want to. I wonder if that kills. Well, it does, but not the greatest. Alright, if we just like all in on the right, does this work? Probably not, honestly. What if we rage up a Dark Goblin? He just takes the entire tower. There's no way, right? It's kind of close, honestly. I wish I was joking. Oh my gosh, that was like the Rage Dark Goblin almost put in mad work. I was just screwing around. Like, I'm not even trying in these games. I'm like messing up a lot. I'm playing horrendously. I am having fun. GG. I have not eaten dinner yet, and it is 6:33. So I got to get a good workout in and eat some food soon. How'd you like Saudi? It was incredible, dude. There are a lot of people that didn't want to do it because it was such a long trip. And, like, you know, for me, going to Saudi Arabia was one of the best experiences of my life. I pet camels. I'll never be able to do that again, probably. I literally saw a camel in the wild, a freaking wild Pokemon. And I pet it. Legendary. Like, guys, I can't tell you how I'm going to cherish that video on my YouTube channel for the rest of my life. I'm going to show my friends, my family. If I have kids, I'll show them that too. Like, that video is going to be a memorable moment literally for forever for me. And I edited it with a professional editor and monetized and made money off of it while also enjoying it. Like, that is the best of all worlds. Like, legitimately, I can't tell you how much I love doing things like that. That was so cool. And I hope I can do more of that and upload things to YouTube. Not just because I, like, want to for Clash Royale or whatever, make money, but just for my, like, actual ability to enjoy it later on in life. And then you guys can also enjoy it too, hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, it's more so like I want this moment to be in my life for forever, and I want to be able to look at it whenever I want, you know? That's kind of the vibe that I have there. All right, let's focus. I haven't focused at all in any of these games, so this one I probably will a little bit more. I think going Rascals with the Prince last second to give our opponent less time to react is decent. If the Prince dies, then I'm a little bit sad, not gonna lie. But as long as we can kill the P.E.K.K.A, it's okay. We do kill the P.E.K.K.A, guaranteed. But I did spend a lot of elixir, and I didn't get much out of it. He's gonna level up his Fisherman. Oh, never mind. Alright, so he's going to jump onto the tower and then hit the prince. And then the Dark Goblin's going to survive and counter push. And then we can go for a Goblin Barrel with this prince. I misclicked the... Well, I misclicked it again, man. I always drop it in front of the tower. I don't know how I do that, but I find a way to do it every time. I should have raged, and then I would have gotten a connection with the charge. Really big misplay, but it is what it is. I'm going to go Rascals immediately at 5 elixir, and we'll see if we can cook a little bit. I think I go Ice Spirit, and then maybe go Evolve Skeleton, depending on what happens here. Okay, I thought I was going to drop like a Ghost on that. My bad. He'll definitely pop ability when that reaches. So I dropped 6 elixir. He dropped 7. Not a bad trade. We wasted our Ice Spirit, though, so he'll probably go Ram Rider soonish. I want to go Dark Goblin again. He's going to end up having Rage, so I can't really go for Evolve Skeletons on the same side, but I can go Prince and get him to go Evolve P.E.K.K.A into this. And it should just die. He's going to zap on Skellies. But what if I do this? Did he just rage on that too? Yeah, he just pre-raged. He actually just pre-raged the skeletons. He saw the Goblin Barrel just pre-rage the skeletons. Bro's an animal. He knew what I was going to do. Really good player, unfortunately. Evo P.E.K.K.A is so toxic with like rage prediction. That's insane. I mean, or like he just was going to do it anyway. I don't know. He was probably just going to do it anyway. He's probably just going to full send it anyway. All right, we'll see if we can take the tower here on the right. Never know. It's unlikely, but sometimes you just got to try or you're going to die. I lose this one. I have a rough game. I mean, I didn't expect him to rage predict on us like that. I didn't think he was that fancy, man. I didn't know he was that clean with it. People encounter you, treat you differently after realizing how successful you are. Yeah, so for dating and stuff, one of the main things I try to do is I make sure, like, okay, if I'm dating anyone, I'm not going to tell them what I do or, like, my YouTube channel or any of that stuff. And we'll just see if they like me. If they like me, then that's cool. For people that I meet, unfortunately, some of my friends think it's really funny to be like, oh, it's SirTag. Do you know he has 700,000 subscribers on YouTube? I'm just like, dude, please stop that. But my friends, one of the girls I am like really good friends with, and then another guy that I don't like love too much, but still kind of a funny kid. Both those people do it a ton to me at pickleball. So everyone at pickleball knows. So it's like, yeah, some of the people that are generally pretty rude to others are nicer to me when I have a really trash game. Like if I'm playing in the highest level pickleball in Seattle and I have a really bad game, sometimes people are really, 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 really mean to others. And some of them are actually nicer to me, specifically, I think, because of the YouTube stuff than they should be. Because they're universally mean to everyone. The fact that they were nice to me is like pretty weird. I was like, okay, the only differential thing is like, you know that I do that. So that was the only time. Yeah, it's like, and the only way you would know that is if you can compare people to like how they interact with other people. I don't know. That's other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably it. I mean, I've never really had the experience where I've been like, you know, had someone be like, oh, I like you more because of that or something like that. That would be kind of weird. Maybe they're nicer because you're a good person. No, there's a lot of good people that they're really mean to. So it's dependent. I mean, you could also just be like, they're racist potentially because they like me because I'm white. Maybe you could do that because a lot of the people there are Asian. So maybe they're like racist against like Asian people, possibly. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Like that could have also been a factor. You don't really know that though. It's just like, I hate making extrapolations on stuff like that, but I do think it was probably like they were nicer to me because of the YouTube thing. Would you ever give me a perm dragon on a blocks fruit? What does that even mean, dude? This deck is no good. This deck is phenomenal, man. It's just the last game, the guy like made a really good prediction, and I didn't have a building, so it's hard to counter Ram Rider. But if your opponent makes a prediction, like on your skeletons with a rage, you're dead. That's just how it works, man. This deck is really good, and I haven't been playing perfect in the last couple games, and I've been winning a lot of them. So definitely something to keep in mind, man. If you win all of your games, then you're crazy. You're not going to be able to win. Not how Clash Royale works at all. Random game on Roblox. Oh, that's kind of funny. Or try to Ice Spirit on top of the Hog Rider and the Valkyrie. Freeze our King Tower. We do this. Rascal Flats, boys. Mine! Mine. Alright, those goblins all died. Always calculated out here. No, not the rascals! Anything but the rascals. Don't you dare kill my precious sirs. Lime! Lime! No! Oh, yes! 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 Go! 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 Oh, crap. I suck. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I don't suck. Maybe I don't suck, boys. Maybe we out here. Maybe we ballin'. Oh, my gosh. There's no way. Smokey, you got smoked. Smokey the bear, his force got burnt down, bro. Alright, you're always inspiring me to step up my game. Straight facts, yeah. He's got the Scar Me, Savior, Curse plus Rage for it, bro. He had Valkyrie with it every time. Like, that guy was not one of those people that was gonna, like, be dumb. He had Zap and Valkyrie, so I was like, yeah, you can Curse Rage the Skeleton Army, but as you saw, it gets killed by a Valkyrie instantly, bro. Like, if they're good at the game, yeah. It's possible they just sense the aura. I mean, yeah, it depends. There was, all right, here's a funny story. There's only one thing that I've ever done that was kind of like mean, but it was very, very deserved. So I hit the ball extremely hard because that's what I do for fun, right? Like, I just like hitting the ball hard because I play tennis. So, like, for instance, like my serve was well over like 120 miles an hour, well over that in tennis all the time. First serve was like, I don't know, it was pretty fast every single time whenever I wanted that. Might have hit 130-ish, I think. Like, I don't remember specifically like what the exact highest one it was, but it was well over 120. And so for forehands and stuff like that, I also hit the ball pretty hard just because it was fun for me. So in pickleball, naturally transitioning over, I hit the ball really, really hard. There's one guy that was just like really, really mean whenever he played with people that, like, I was in the highest possible tier. Like, I'm pretty good at pickleball, obviously, comparatively to most people. But if I'm playing with the best possible people in Seattle, one guy that was like kind of mean to a lot of my friends, and also like not the nicest to me because I'm friends with people that he was mean to. And just in general, like, he just like he likes when people like play really finesse, like a lot of finesse, and like try not to drive the ball. Like, you have to dink 24 balls in a row, and it's like, you know, I can do that. Obviously, it's pretty easy for me to do that. I just don't really enjoy it. So when I don't do that, and when I like beat him a couple times, he got really angry, and he got to the point where he's just like, dude, do you even like know how to play or whatever? Like, you just drive the ball all the time. And he's just like, when I played with him on my team, like, ran in front of me and hit a backhand, which if you play pickleball or tennis, you know that the person that has the forehand should be able to get the forehand. So he, like, after losing to me a whole bunch of games, he like freaks out and like does that. So just like completely unhinged. And let's focus a little bit here. Try to defend this and go for a Prince. I think that's gonna be our best play. I think we'll go Skelly's after. Alright, that's gonna kill me. That's just so stupid. That's like actually unbelievable. It is part of the game though, I guess. Fun to see level 16 cards perform like that. It's still alive, dude. That's so freaked up, man. It's still alive. Like, actually, that just see, like, that's the problem with the game right now. That specific card interaction is like something that should never happen. And we didn't even get a goblin down. Like, I thought we would get a goblin, but we didn't even get that. That's crazy. I don't think this bro deserved to win. That's kind of nutty. Yeah, that evolved P.E.K.K.A. staying alive was criminal. But anyway, yeah, so the guy ran in front and hit a backhand, and then like missed the backhand or whatever. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So I played against him like the next day. I hit the ball as hard as I could at him. Like, actually, unironically, like the hardest ball you guys have probably ever seen. I also used like a carbon paddle. If you guys use carbon, it's like a very, very, at that point, like I was using carbon. Those, like, you're able to hit the ball extremely hard with it. So he just, yeah, I hit the ball as hard as I could at him. And it, like, So it was really funny because it was going to go in, and he just like blocked it and like hit it away. But it was one of those moments where everyone just like looked at that and was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Oh," because there's a ton of people watching. I think there's like 30 or 40 people watching at the Pokeball court because it was the highest level game, so everyone wanted to watch. It was really funny. I don't think I've ever like, I don't know. I don't do that to people. I just did that to him, and I was like, "Damn, that was pretty crazy." I don't know. I don't remember what we were talking about specifically, guys, but that was, I think, the only unhinged thing I've done in pickleball, or in general, that I've done this past year. How tall are you? I'm 5'11". Yeah, I'm almost 6 feet. I'm 5'11 and a half. I should say 6 feet, to be honest. Definitely like 6'6". Nah, 5'11 and a half. Highlight channels of your great plays and fumbles. We could do stuff like that. Make a singing channel for real? Dude, no. I'd crash out. I can't sing. I should have Goblin whatever. Is there any way he just loses his tower here? Then he just loses his tower to Rascals. Insane. Do you not have a good card cycle? You just missed the bar barrel. Dude, what are these people doing? Alright, that was a bad rage, but I think it's okay. No, the rage does double damage inside the curse. Pickleball IRL sometime? Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I have a carbon paddle, but it's not fair. Yeah, the carbon paddle, like, I mean, it might be like delaminate or whatever, but yeah. But yeah, it was super funny. He also played with a partner once that like super good player, probably one of the best players in the entire like in Seattle. But the guy was having an off day. So if you guys know like how pickleball works, you're never supposed to pop the ball up at net, because if someone has like a good wrist flick or is able to attack it, like you are instantly going to lose the point. So his partner was messing up his dinks, and his dinks were going slightly too high, and I would hit the ball as hard as I could every single time back at the guy, like. Because I didn't like the guy. I just hit it at him every time. He was at the baseline. He never went up because of that. But like, even at the baseline, I would just hit it at him so he would make mistakes. So he'd feel worse. Because he was just like such a mean guy. He's like misogynistic and racist and not a good person. So, in addition to being mean. So I was like, damn. I think that was pretty ruthless on my end. But also like, I don't know. I felt good about that one. I've never ever said anything to him that was mean, but I try to make him feel bad. He's not a good guy. What else? Any other stories? What was the reaction to doing that? He freaked out at his teammate, of course. He was like, dude, you suck. Like, he just kept saying, like, to his teammate, he said his teammate sucked the entire time. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? And his teammate's, like, insanely good. His teammate's better than me. Like, he plays a ton. He's insanely good. He's literally one of the best players in Seattle. Probably one of the best pickleball players you guys would ever see. He was just having a bad day. And, yeah. I wasn't missing that day. Let me go Skelly's here. We'll go Goblin Curse. I don't think this is a great game for us, but we'll try to get some goblins down. Maybe we're going to be able to damage down the... Damn. After server, I'll get you in the kitchen. Oh, nice, dude. I kind of stay away from the kitchen. I don't step in there, bro. If you know, you know. By the way, I'm in the summer. I'm watching you for a minute. I work in Redmond. I remember you saying that you moved to Seattle. I was like, no way. Yeah, dude, I used to live in Redmond. My ex worked at Facebook. Yeah, so I had to drive her because she didn't know how to drive. She refused to like go anywhere else. We were like, oh no, it's tragic. We were stuck in Redmond and couldn't go to Seattle. Redmond's like not that much to do. Not a terrible place, but I feel like it's just married couples and people like a lot older. The guy from the story? Yeah, no, he was. Dude, he, like, you could tell he's, like, very, very full of himself. Very, very jacked dude that was in good shape. And also, like, took very good care of himself. I think he's, like, super rich as well. So, I think this is like that type of person. Probably smart, successful, but just like a really bad person. There's also like, there's a few people like that in the pickleball groups, I guess. There's another dude, some old guy. We call him White Fox because he's got gray hair. And like, because he's like kind of mean. He like, every single time he misses and he like has to hand the ball back to us, he freaks out. And he's with this girl that's super sweet and nice. And she's really pretty. And she's younger and he's older. And you just know that like this guy is like loaded or whatever because he acts really, really full of himself, like dresses really nicely, whatever. Like looks good for his age, so probably has more money to like have the upkeep. This guy, like whenever he misses, he freaks out though. Like actually unreal, crashes out. And I've never seen someone that's older do that in my entire life. Like he's literally a man-child. He like hits the ball in the back of the fence whenever he misses, and he'll hit it to like us, and he'll hit it as hard as he can at me or like a girl I was playing with or whatever. He's done it multiple people, multiple times, so it's not like a one-off thing. So like I would hit like because I'm decent, like I'm better than people that are gonna be like, you know, I'm D2 college tennis player, and I like switched over to pickleball for fun. Bro like freaked out and like thought he could win or expected to like have good outcomes against us for whatever reason. I wasn't even trying, and he like was losing really bad. And like you should understand when there's a huge difference in skill level. Like if I'm playing against Muhammad Light in Clash Royale, I'm not gonna expect to win. Like I'm not gonna be pissed if I lose the game. This guy was getting pissed that he was losing to someone 10 times better than him, right? So like because he's casual, right? It's just weird. So he freaks out and like gets really, really angry. So it just tells me that he's not used to losing in life and just doesn't know how to manage that, which is crazy because he's older. So then, yeah, he just like hit in the back as hard as he could away from us and like freaked out. And then when I beat him, he's like, "We'll beat you guys next time." I was like, damn, like what the heck, dude? Like, I thought you were just trying to chill with your girl and have a good time, but like, this is like so savage. I don't know. That stuff is crazy sometimes. People like get so competitive over the dumbest things. Like pickleball is not a serious sport. Like it is a serious sport if you want it to be, like at the highest possible level, but like casual people, man, it's just for fun. Yo, Biddy, thank you, man, for the $1. Fed, thank you for the 27 as well. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier. Just came back from a Pokemon tournament. Played like absolute garbage. Hope you're doing better here. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm having an awesome day. I missed the balance changes. Yeah, it's still at the very start. Oh, by the way, we'll play some other different decks. I'll play like my other decks one time each. I'm sorry I didn't get to them. My bad. I'm trash for that. My bad, guys. I'll play each other deck one more game. So after this one, we'll play one more with each. Not good. This is very bad. Alright, well, we forced the arrows for 1 elixir skeletons. We took damage. Not great. I mean, this could kill him. Can we just kill that and then turn it into goblins and win? Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! Mamma mia! Let's go! We cooked! We cooked! Guys, we cooked. Hell yeah. Was that a sufficient cook? Was that the cook of the day? Did we have it our way? Hell yeah. We melted the Valkyrie, bros. Hell yeah. Also, by the way, Goblin Curse should never be a real card. Like, it should not be like it should not be a good card. It should always stay gimmicky for that reason. Like, while it is satisfying, like, that should never be a competitive thing. It's way too good for how it should be. Like, it's very easy to play. Goblin Horde Unleashed! Goblin Army. We gobbled them up, bros. All right, so yeah. This deck, again, I would switch out the Evolved Skeletons, put in a Goblin Gang, and then use Dark Goblin Evolution. And then also use Dagger Duchess, most likely. This deck, I would put in Mini P.E.K.K.A or Dark Prince. And then the other decks, I have 2 more. Dude, I didn't show the 2 best ones. I'm actually a fraud. I'm actually a fraud. Guys, I suck. I'm sorry. I'm actually very, very sorry. We got time for 2 more games, and that's it. And then I have to record for my editor that has been waiting for me. He's like, I think he's messaging me on Discord. He's probably like, Jake, I'm up now. Do you have video? I don't. So here we go. Really quick. Electro Dragon's not going to get nerfed. S tier card. And this deck also has Baby Dragon that will get buffed. So very, very good deck to play. We'll play it 1 game. All right. 1 game. Basically, you want to get to double elixir, get an involved Electro Dragon on the field, and get that behind your golem. We'll win 1 game with this, and we'll win 1 more game with the other. Is it normal to not fully know how to play this game after a year? I feel like if you haven't learned how to play the game after a year, you're probably either just very, very honest, like to the point where like you know what you don't know, so you are calibrating yourself at a lower level. Because some people are like, oh, I know how to play the game, and they're at like, you know, 9,000 trophies, and they've hit Ultimate Champion or whatever. If that's not you, and you're like, you know, at Arena 2 or something, then I think that you're probably just not putting in enough time or effort to learning the mechanics and stuff. For me, it comes kind of naturally because I am a total tryhard in everything that I do. There isn't a single thing that I do that I don't try hard. If you ask my friends where they're like, I'm like, am I chill? And they're like, you're literally the least chill person I've ever met in my life, Jake. That is actually what my friends tell me because of how hard I try in things. So I naturally become good at things because I try to get better and I look at interactions on seeing what I can improve. I have that improvement mindset in everything I do. If you just play for fun, and you don't have that improvement mindset, then you're not going to get better as quickly. So it depends on how you are internally structured and what your motivators are. If you play games for fun purely, you just screw around and you jump in when you're, you know, on the bathroom break or whatever. That's understandable. Also, we went Golem here because he didn't have his Hog Rider in cycle because he dropped it, so it takes 4 cards to get back. So something to keep in mind. You don't know... Oh, I misclicked. That's a really big misclick, actually. I might have lost the... I should lose the game off that. The Musketeer should be dead. It's a very big misclick. That should be a game-ending misclick. Wish I was choking. Looks like I'm choking. Alright, we're going to play a lot better now because I need to. That was the worst play I've done in a century. Fat fingered it, you know? There's always competition. Yeah, I try so hard, man. Alright, anyway, we're going to go Electro Dragon here. He's probably going to cycle back to a Hog Rider. It'll be tough for us to defend this. This is actually just 2.6. It is. We're going to go Baby Dragon here, so then we can keep the Electro Dragon and Bat alive, and then we can kill the Musketeer. Probably Fireballs this, honestly. We'll see. Goes the other side, we're just going to Lightning. We're not going to miss this one. Believe it or not. Amazing. Alright, so we have a Goblin Cage on the field. We have a Golem in hand, and we have the tower that we want to protect protected. So he cycled the Musketeer, and he's trying to get back to another Hog Rider push on the other side. This is actually pretty tough for him to defend, honestly. I'm going to NATO that in. Gains onto his stuff. We're going to go Night Witch here after he fireballs. Inevitably, he has to fireball. You could also just place it at the bridge, to be honest. Full send, why not? He's not going to be back to a cannon in time. I hope that explodes on the tower and puts him into lightning range. I think it does. 2 lightnings anyway. They played that pretty well. Come on! Come on, Toby! Oh! Oh! Look at the value! Look at the value! How is that card not nerfed? Someone make it make sense, bro! Someone make it make sense, bro! I play like trash and I trashed you. I play like trash and I trashed you. I play like trash and I trashed you. And Clash Royale's gotta recycle the Electro Dragon. Because guess what? It's not fair. It's not okay for the game. You drop it and it deletes entire pushes, whether it's Hog Rider, Elixir Golem, or whatever. Your opponent doesn't have lightning, they lose. That's what it does. There's 2 cards. Boom, 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 boom. Infinite chain, and then it dies. You go Ice Golem Hog Rider, you think that's good? Well, guess what? Then I Evo Electro Dragon. If you go Lone Hog Rider, I activate King Tower with my NATO, or I throw it to my King Tower with the NATO. You can't win no matter what you do, bro. It's broken. Dumb. I'm telling you guys. S tier deck. I play like trash and I won. Hopefully that helps you guys on what to do. You also want to Lightning Musketeers more often than you Lightning Cannons, but I saw an opportunity to go Golem, Lightning the Cannon, and win because I was just going to do enough death damage. I'm good enough at the game to identify those points. When you play the deck more, then you'll realize when you can and can't do that stuff. Yeah, good vibes. All right, next game. This deck is really broken as well. You can actually go for Prince back, Dark Prince other side, Goblin Giant with the Dark Prince, and then go for a Dark Goblin in the middle to snipe, and then go Goblin Curse. Oh, by the way, I would do this. And then I would Rage instead of Zap. But for right now, this is the deck that we're playing. So I'd Rage instead of Zap, and then I would Dark Goblin Evo. Alright. Last game of the day. I want to see your enemy defend 100 Elixir push with a cannon and a musk. Well, didn't really work for him. We can Gob Giant in the back if we identify the deck. Let's just send it. I should also be running the Pancake Tower, so sorry about that. Messed up. What can I use instead of Goblin Cage in the last deck? Wait, I forget what the deck was. I think you need Goblin Cage. I don't think you can really swap that. It's a pretty important card. Maybe Tombstone. You absolutely needed to, but it's not going to be good. Auto bounce. Roll out. Dude definitely has a Graveyard deck. Hope the Barbarian dies first, then my Princess Tower kills it. Oh. We Dark Prince in front. I'm going to go Curse here because we can kill that a little bit quicker. The damage amplification. I'm going to Zap as well. I was hoping we get a Goblin to tank and reset. Would have been good. I'm going to gang here. It's fine. Still does a lot of damage. The Spear Goblins are broken. He's got a Graveyard deck, so this matchup's actually really bad for him. I think. The only thing to keep in mind is if you Lone Goblin Giant, it activates King Tower with NATO, so don't do that. Yeah, pull. Sadly. But Goblin Cage out of cycle is kind of good for us, though, so see what we can do here. Drop this as low as possible. Still gonna charge pretty quick though. Alright, we're gonna go Goblin Giant here, and then we're also gonna go Guard so then he can't just activate King Tower easily. Try to get away with just a Goblin Gang here. Maybe we can get a Curse down. As you can see, Rage would have been really phenomenal here, but we just didn't have that in our arsenal, so we couldn't do it. Pretty solid plays. It's not like he can go into a Dark Goblin. If he does, he's a psychopath, and he's going to not care about his elixir. It's a really good poison, actually. Could have zapped as well if we wanted. Throw it down. Always go Curse before you zap, because it amplifies the damage that you'll get from the zap. If you guys are wondering why I did that in that order. First before zap, always. Going pressure. Then we'll try to go Gob Giant again on the other side. He just used Cage. Now he doesn't have anything. It's really hard for him to defend this, because if you look at our deck has, yeah, his deck doesn't have, like, good answers to us. It doesn't have distractions for princes, so. He's gonna have, like, Barrel, and he has no Tombstone. He got no Skeletons. Like, the princes are really broken when your opponent's down elixir, so if you go other lane pressure, pretty easy. I didn't get to show you guys the gameplay, so I'll show you guys before I leave what I would have done in, like, a real game. The strategy, like, let's assume, like, hypothetically, all right. I'm going to get the card cycle here. I really have the card cycle. I don't have Goblin Giant. But like, assume this is a Dark Prince right here. Assume this Goblin Gang is a Prince, okay? Then you go Goblin Giant here. You have the Prince going here. You have a Dark Goblin in the middle to snipe buildings or units. And then they drop other units in the middle, like distractions, and then you Goblin Curse. You have the Dark Goblin, the Goblin Curse, the Prince here, the Dark Prince and Goblin Giant the other. Dark Goblin and Goblin Giant other side. So Dark Goblin here, Goblin Curse here, Goblin Giant Prince here, or Dark Prince here, and then Prince on the other side. A really, really, really good push. And then you could follow up with guards if you wanted behind the Prince. And then you can zap away stuff. But the Goblin Curse in the middle against bait cards, especially when you're Dark Goblin sniping it, so broken. And having the Goblin Giant in the back early allows you to cycle back to more of them. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I would say that this is definitely going to be probably one of the best decks, if not the best deck in the new meta. I think it's really, really, really overwhelmingly unfair. We won our last 2 games with both those decks. I'm glad I was at least able to show you guys that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you did, make sure to drop a like on the video. Check out the Pokemon channel if you like Pokemon in the pinned comment. If you don't like Pokemon, don't check it out. But yeah, if you do like Pokemon, you guys can check that out. Also, there was some other stuff I was going to say. There were probably some other videos I forgot about. Oh, there was something else. There was another video. What was the other video I was going to put in the pinned comment? If I'm missing something, you guys let me know. I'll adjust the pinned comment and I'll respond to you guys if there's another video that you guys wanted to see or watch. But yeah, if you guys want to see like my favorite new Dark Goblin deck that has been crushing the game, and there's going to be a new evolved Dark Goblin, you guys can play it in the deck that I'm going to be putting in the pinned comment as well. It's got Royal Recruits, Dark Goblin Evolution. I might remove the Royal Recruits Evolution and put Dark Goblin Evolution in there. Because the recruits are getting a buff, but the regular recruits get a buff. Evo recruits get a nerf. So maybe you kind of want to run Evo Barrel with Dark Goblin Evolution and also regular recruits. And I think that that could be good. Or maybe Goblin Barrel, remove that evolution and then put in the Dark Goblin. Both of them kind of work. I think I'll remove the recruits evolution. As weird as that might sound. But yeah, check out that in the pinned comment. It's a brand new video. I played 1,000 games in Clash Royale, and I tell you guys the best tips to play this new deck because it is one of the strongest decks in the game. It's one of the best decks in Clash Royale for Royal Recruits. If you guys want to push up with it, I'll post that in the pinned comment. So Pokemon channel, one of the best decks to play in the pinned comment. And yeah, and no matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Like this video if you enjoyed, because if you do like it, it lets me put out more content in the future. And yeah, it's just a great way of supporting me for free. See you guys later. Have an amazing rest of your day, no matter when or where you guys are watching. And thanks again to FA for the insane amount of donation. Also, The Wizard, I'm sorry I didn't see your thing earlier. What are the best E-Giant decks? E-Giant's bad right now. I don't know. I haven't tested E-Giant. I think E-Giant Electro Dragon Evolution with like Goblin Cage Tornado is okay, but it's really bad. Like, I wouldn't play Electro Giant with a 10-foot pole. It's just terrible right now. So I haven't played it. I'm sorry I didn't see your dono earlier. And then Dulsonic, thank you for the $5. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Much love. Thank you, man. Thank you guys again just for watching. Like, having you guys here, just chilling with me, makes the day so much better for me because I've been chilling alone, just waiting for the holidays to be over so I can see my family later on because I didn't get to plan too much with them because I was sick. So like trying to recover. I was like, I don't know if I can go and travel right now. I'm like really sick. I got better after Thanksgiving. I got super sick from that trip. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Love you.